Now. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Untamed Turtles Take on Cholt. The turtles, having traveled to Cholt to save their comrade who was not able to be revived due to this some kind of thing that is taking over all of Faerun called the Soulmonger, preventing resurrections and taking those who have been resurrected and slowly withering the way back to death.
You guys should have given up on Moon Pie a long time.
For the Moon Pie.
For Moon Pie.
Moon Pie was in the roller rink too. So you've traveled to, you found a guide, Eku, who is taking you to the Great Nagga and left you at the precipice of the entrance to the Great Nagga, where you have had to go through some trials. And you are amidst those trials. Your first trial was to travel together through the door as you turned to stone. Then you went through the green jello and you had to figure out how to pass that. Your next trial was that you had appeared within a coliseum and you had to battle each other, and not just using your own character, but using the combined everyone's character, as you can rotate the characters you were using to attack and defend with. You were after some initial resistance to the concept of fighting each other. The great gods of the DM spoketh to you and said, just do it. And you did it. So now you find yourself having traveled through these large double doors of the Colosseum exit on the other side as everything went black, and you have now reappeared. And that is where we're going to start. So let me set the music up here.
Yep, Greg's off to bed.
Greg, wake up!
Face plants.
All right. Now let's see if that's too loud. I can always tap it down a little bit. All right. So, Untamed Turtles, you find yourself having exited the Colosseum into a large tunnel. As you look around, you realize that once again, you are nothing but in some bare bone rags where in the Colosseum you had appeared with all your instruments and weaponry. That is gone. And you look forward into a large, roughly 60 feet wide tunnel that proceeds off into the darkness as far as you can see. At least in your dark vision allows you to see 60 feet ahead of you. The tunnel just continues on past into the darkness. What would you like to do?
No equipment, no armor, no weapons, nothing, right?
I feel so vulnerable.
Well, at least
then I'm not exhausted.
You got scales. You got your
You're exhausted.
hard, toughened scales. You're fine.
Well,
You are as you have been.
Okay, let's all join hands and skip down the road.
Skip the dude.
All right. You continue on down this path, stretching on for a good 5 minutes until finally you can see a bit of light, a red glow in the distance.
Oh God, it's a train.
Looks like an exit to this tunnel. You can see it roughly, you're 60 feet away. Actually, you can't tell it's red because your dark vision doesn't see color. And as far as I know, you don't have any kind of torches or anything.
Spoilers.
Actually, I'll take it back. So there has been magical on the sides of the walls, just little light sources of moss, some moss that has been glowing and providing a bit of a lead in, so you can get some light, general light, and you can just, I'll give it to you. You can discern colors at this point, but you can definitely tell red as you see this entrance into the distance.
Yeah,
and you continue as you continue walking down this cavern, this cave. The ground kind of is soft. The dirt is soft beneath your feet. You begin to feel heat. Cholt is always hot and humid, but now you're feeling some extra strong heat as you begin, and you walk to the cave entrance, and you step forth into what looks to be a large precipice. You have about 15 feet to the edge of this precipice where red glows, and you can see steam, looks like steam, this white kind of floating all around with the red glow, basking the steam. The ceiling is probably about 45 feet above you, and just covers on off into the distance. As you continue walking out, you find your way to the edge, to close to this precipice, and you can look out, and what you see is between between the fog that is kind of the steam, it's more steam foggy that's kind of rolling around. You can see down below, probably about 100 feet down, you see the orange red glow of what looks to be liquid magma, as you can hear the little, and you see little bubbles popping. The waves, the vision, as you see, the heat gives it a little wavy effect as you can feel it rising and onto you, this heat.
As we look out, do we see like a demon standing next to a sarcophagus anywhere?
No, you do not see a demon. What you do see is you can kind of see off in the distance, not about roughly about 10 feet out, as you see these moats, these island moats that are just kind of floating there, kind of like little, think of a 2D scroller platformer with these little moats of earthen islands. They're just kind of floating and hanging. They're slowly kind of moving, very gradually, just kind of drifting around in this area. You can see
the magma or above the magma.
They're above. They're like at level of the precipice, so you could leap and try to go onto them. They're in a line that's kind of follows, roughly about 10 to 15 feet from each other, and about 5 to 10 feet from the precipice edge. And there's 4 of these islands that are kind of just floating out there. They're roughly, if you looked at them, they roughly look like about I'd say 15 by 15 circular.
And they float close enough together you could go from one to the other or something?
If you look at that and you can see that
for a minute. See.
Yeah. As you go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Everybody roll perception checks for me.
I don't perceive shit.
Little.
I got a 4 + 4 = 8.
I see a turtle.
Okay.
Got a 19.
19. All right.
Jimmy figured it out.
Okay, so what you can tell is that
18.
18. Okay, good. 18, 19. All right. So as you sit and study these, they kind of float, but they don't seem to actually be moving very far in any kind of direction. So it's almost like they may be floating, but Tim and Rock, you can kind of tell as you watch it, you notice that they don't really float. They don't float outside of a given area. It looks like they're almost like contained within little areas. And so they float
How
in
close
this.
does one float
in
to
there.
the precipice we're on?
The best you can get is about 8 to 10 feet as they kind of move in and out. So they're.
Do we have any equipment at all?
You have no equipment except your birch wardrobe, which is your modesty garments.
Okay, Hal, here's the idea. I'm going to throw you into the lava, and then I'm going to step on you and jump.
Okay,
That's not
fine.
very nice.
All
I
right.
was gonna say,
I'm going to step on you and jump.
You're gonna throw Hal 100 feet down and then step 100 feet back up. That's a good idea.
Oh, you didn't think that one through. Oh!
Okay, Tim's gonna cast Mage Hand, which goes out 30 feet, and try and get a hole. He's see if he can pull it in closer.
All right. As you cast Mage Hand, all of a sudden, your hand appears, but it's weird. It's disfigured, and as it moves out, you watch as this motes
God, who was
of
that guy
blue
in that movie?
fire just kind of like foom, 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 and it keeps going out and out, trying to twist, and finally it just disappears. And it just leaves these blue motes of fire just hanging in the air.
All right. Well, I want to investigate around this precipice we are on. Is there any other path away from the moats?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay, let's try this. Oh, that's much better. Natural 20, so 24.
You spend some time looking through. The cave is almost circular, so your precipice goes and the cave is kind of, you exit the thing and it's almost a circular style cave, with the walls of the cave, as you notice, they're very smooth. They're not, it's almost like they've been smoothed through some unnatural force, smoothing the walls. The precipice itself is more of the natural rock and formations of the cavern and the mountains that it's carved out from. You look down.
I don't really know how we
don't really
started
see any good way of climbing down, or it's not that the rock is smooth, but you could try to climb down, but there's nothing below for you to go to.
Right.
It just drops all the way down.
There's no other paths. We are standing on basically
Why did we go this
cliff
direction?
edge,
This
right?
is the only direction to go?
Yeah,
This was the only way. This is the only choice you had.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I say tally ho, gang.
Yep.
Tally ho where?
Well,
Out to
how
that
far is it
first
to? How far out is it? You say?
8 to 10 feet.
8 to 10 feet.
Okay,
As they
Tim's
float
gonna
in and out.
Tim's gonna back up, take a running jump, and run out and try and jump on one.
All right, go ahead and make a athletics check.
Either we just end up in the lava right now and get it over with, or we draw this out all night. I suck.
What'd you roll?
Oh, Timmy.
What'd you roll?
3. It's not showing up on your screen.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
god.
I didn't look over there. All
Tim,
right,
no.
Tim,
You
You
fall in the
jump.
lava.
you run to make a jump. As you're running to there, your feet catch and you trip. You slit the thing and you're sliding toward the edge. Make
I'm gonna try to grab it.
make a strength
Try to
check.
grab it quick.
Okay, I'm grabbing after Rock. She's going with me.
Make a strength check for me as you try to grab the dirt.
Strength will be up there. I'm trying
And I'm
to.
grab
trying to
me.
grab Timmy
There it
too.
is.
Okay?
You trying to grab me?
Not doing great on that either. There's an 11.
11. All right, you're able.
I
You
want
get.
my real dice back.
You try to. I guess I need to move that. Let me.
I
What
can
I'll
use
do
real
is.
dice. I don't care.
No, I'm happy. If you don't want to, don't feel like you have to use it. And what I'll do is I'll put it.
Oh, I
this on
can.
my- So I just need to go to campaign. I'm going to move it over to this window so I can see it that way.
I've only
they have-
invested about $20 in dice.
Let me go to campaigns and this one, and I just turn on the log. Where's my log button? There it is. Come on, where you at? Right here. All right, now I got it. Let me just poke it over to the side here. Fantastic. And I just hide that
Oh, I see the
over
game
here.
log here. It shows everybody's rolls, all of them.
Okay. So as
Going
you
way back.
you hit, you slide, you're like panicked. Your nails like dig in and you come over, your lower half of the body actually goes over the edge as the rest of you kind of goes, but you're just barely able to grab a hold of the edge with your fingertips, and you're now dangling over the edge as you feel the heat blistering up
Oh,
from below.
your toes.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm cool.
actually, no.
I'm gonna,
I'm gonna
I'll
grab
pick
it.
him up. You have the best strength.
And you got a mosquito on your back.
Get rid of that before he climbs up.
and before trying magic again, just see if you lift me up on this thing.
Well, I said I was going to go too, and I've already rolled.
Go ahead.
So
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16 in my athletics. It gives me a +6. So
Nice. Very nice. All
So
right.
you
16
jumped
plus
over the
6 is 29.
no,
So-
no, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
Well, it's
As
close,
Legolas-
player.
As Legolas is also in the middle of the run, not paying attention to Tim as Tim does a face plant in the dirt. You see him jump off, and he hits the lands right on the thing. All of a sudden, phoom. You don't see Legolas or the land anymore. It's gone.
By the way, is my boy here? Is my
No, wait a minute. Hey, hang on here,
yes,
gang.
yes. You have your
Achilles.
The surface is gone too. There's no immediate place to go anymore.
But I'll tell you what happens in a bit.
Okay.
But to everybody else, you've just you and the rock that you landed on just went phoom, and disappeared.
Okay.
The horse you rode in on. Okay.
All right, while you yell out for him, can I hear him?
Is no one gonna help?
Roll a perception check.
Tim?
Perception.
Me
check.
or him?
Well, Tim's still dangling over the edge trying to climb
Yeah,
back.
I was hoping Hal would pick him up because he has the best strength.
Oh, that's
but
a good one.
no,
That's a
he's-
very
he's-
good one.
Nah,
24. Wow.
Hal's easily distracted.
Hal yells out, Legolas! Legolas! And you listen, but you don't hear anything.
Don't hear a thing.
all
All
right.
right.
Well,
Was that
I'm
my
actually
whole
going to
action?
pick Tim up.
It's what?
Was
I'm
that
gonna
my
You're gonna
whole
help Tim?
action?
All right, you help
Yeah,
Tim up.
because Hal isn't. Because
Yeah.
Hal
That's what I
isn't.
want to do is help Timmy.
Okay. You guys grab Tim and you pull him back aboard.
All right.
Pull him back up.
Yarr.
All right.
All right.
Now we're looking
You
around.
now see
God damn it.
3 island moats floating.
There was 4 before?
There was 4, but now there are 3.
How far out are they now?
You're not there.
Okay.
You're not
Are they
there.
still-
You don't get to know.
Are they still within 8 to 10
All right.
feet, any of them?
I'll run and jump.
Yeah, they still float kind of close by.
And so there's 3 islands left and 3 of us. All right,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
Simple math.
I'll do it.
All right, go ahead
I'll
and make
go.
a roll. Do an athletics. Are you going one at a time or all at once?
All for one for
Well, where
all.
are the things? I mean, are we all going for the same one? Or are we?
Yes. No. I'll go for the
Or you
one on the
start on the way
right.
out,
One
then
at a
Tim
time,
pushes
guys.
two of you down.
Tim,
Go
since
one at a
you
time.
couldn't
I'll
make
go
it, you
first.
go for the middle one. That should be easy.
Now, look,
I rolled a
if-
17.
If he hit one that was 8
All right.
to 10, there's still one 8 to 10. Let's go one at a time. Chances
All right.
are there's going to be one for everybody.
You watch Rock run out, jump,
Fly like a
sails
bird.
across, hits the ground piece, boom, it's gone.
Gone. All right, Timmy. Rock, paper, Spock, lizard, something or other.
I'll go. Doesn't matter again. That's an athletics thing, right?
Tim, just use your
Yep.
leg and propel yourself.
Woo, 13.
13. All right, that's better. At least you didn't
That's
roll
a-
a 1.
Is at least
All right, as Tim this time goes and kicks some dirt off the damn rock in there. It's kind of messed me up last time.
well, rock
Takes
on.
another jump. His
Wow.
legs and as he's running his legs, you can kind of see his legs a little rubbery. He's kind of scared, but he still managed to jump. And he just he lands half on, half off the stone
Damn, I
rock
should have thrown it. We'll do
And
that next
phoom.
time.
is gone.
Amazing.
Hal, you're the
All
only
right,
one
Hal.
left.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see where we're at here. I can't even see it. It's beyond my other world. Oh,
11.
not so good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You got athletics involved in that. You get an
I
athletics.
know. I got a +8.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's the best I could get.
Now you're running, and it's kind of hard to run in this full plate, but you don't have full plate on.
No,
I
it
know
doesn't
you
have
don't
plate
have
on.
full plate on, but you just feel like your mind is set, and so you're anticipating the full plate, and so but you realize it's not as you're mid run and jump, and then you confuse yourself over what you're supposed to how you're
That
supposed
ain't
to do,
hard to do.
and you cruise across. And you kind of catch yourself just like Tim did, like half on, half off, bam, Foom, and disappeared.
Okay, now we all disappeared.
All right. So
We're
roll
all
new characters.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I'm serious. Roll new characters. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I have flogs. Don't worry.
I like building characters.
All right. So for this next phase, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil.
In D&D, unheard of.
Yep.
Inconceivable.
Can't happen.
Are we gonna
And
kill each other again?
I'm going to describe a scenario to you that you all see,
All right, let me go get a piece of paper.
but none of you are allowed to talk between each other. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you one question each. And then you're going to have to answer. After you're going to have to say what you're going to do.
Is it
Afterwards.
an African or a European swallow?
So here's the way to do is we'll do a round where each person asks one question and I will give you an answer to that question. Then the next thing you do is you're all going to write down what action you're going to take. And then let's see, how do I want to do this? And then we'll see what goes from there, okay?
Do we all
right.
know each other's like? Do we all know what the guys like?
So-
Yes, English. Yes.
So here's the scenario. You've landed on this platform of rock floating. As soon as you land, you catch yourself, you stand up, you look if you were down, or you catch yourself, you look around and you don't see any of your teammates anymore. They're gone. You don't see anything except the rock that you are on. As you begin to investigate this rock and you kind of look to the other side, you realize that the other side isn't too far in the distance. It's not within jumping range. You know you won't be able to jump it. But you do note that when you landed on the rock, that your stone that you're on, the ground piece that you're on, is slowly and surely the momentum has been transferred to it, and it is making its way across this chasm, if you will. But you also note it is slowly dropping as it goes. You can feel the heat rising more and more. You hear voices, and you begin to look around. And as you look, you realize you get to the front of the rock and you can see two ropes that are tied, that are pinned in and tied down to cages that are hanging from your rock. In the left cage, you see a very old, looks like an old elderly lady in there. And she looks up at you and says, "Oh, finally, somebody has come. Please help me. Please help me." On the right cage, you see a young child, maybe 8 years old, yelling, "Oh, somebody's come. Help me, help me." As you sit there and as you look at this, you realize that this is dropping more and more. It's at a continual rate. It's at a rate that's consistent, okay? Consistent rate, but it won't take long before everything reaches the lava. The old lady yells out, "The heat, it's getting worse, it's worse. Please save me. I have so much knowledge. I can help you. You'll have to let the young one go." In the other cage, the young one says, "I am so young. Please save me. You'll have to cut the old lady. She's lived her life. Let her go." You continue dropping. You have only a small amount of time to decide what to do. In your mind, you realize that if you were to cut either rope, that the weight balance would allow you to lift back up and reach the other side. The question in your mind is, which rope do I cut? And
my
so,
God. We don't have any
and
knives.
oddly enough, you,
There's a
you,
knife
look,
on your island.
you look in your hand,
Wow.
and there's
you
a
have
knife.
sharp rock. Oh. Can
So,
I
now hold on. So now we're going to go around. You have one question each. Rock, I'm going to start with you because I'm going to go in the order up here.
Never mind.
Nope, it's too late. I'm looking at the order. I'm looking at the order of pictures, not because you talked.
I just had a question. If I could technically, since
This
it was
is your one question.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not.
You
a
want me to
question.
skip you?
Game got to
It's
roll.
not a question. It's an action. I want to instead try to pull upwards on the ropes because they're tied down to our rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So instead, because the momentum of us jumping down, I say us,
Right.
that brought the thing down. If I pull upwards, would that bring the rock up?
As you lean over and try to pull up the cage, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Okay. Strength. That is a 16.
16.
Damn.
You put all your weight and effort
Flex.
into it. You can like barely inch the cage up. You realize that there's no way you could pull up the cage in time to save anyone. And that's
All
your
right.
thing. John, your question
minute.
or action.
No, wait a minute. If she's at the bottom,
She's not at the bottom. She's
no,
on a
no.
rock.
Never
Well,
mind. I'm just teasing.
Rocks
Okay.
on a rock?
Rock?
What are y'all's questions gonna be? I really don't know.
I'm trying to think of a really intelligent question to ask.
I can go if somebody has a question or
I have
already
a question.
Okay, go ahead. You do your question.
All right. Can I climb down the rope?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'm going to try to climb down the rope that the child's in.
Right. As you go and begin, you kind of get yourself and you start to you grab the rope and you start to put a little bit of your weight on it, and all of a sudden the clasp that's holding it into the rock pulls out some, and you realize that if you were to climb down on the rope, you and the whole cage would go off and into the lava. So you immediately
Okay.
back off that. That's your thing.
Okay. Next.
Kurt,
I'm thinking. Go ahead, John. Oh. Now
I'm trying.
now, not my question, but I guess we know that these started sinking because of our weight when we hit on them, right? We know that is the cause of this.
Yep.
Correct.
So you realize that, and this isn't your question. This is really more what you already understood.
Right. We jumped
The
on
addition of your weight onto this has tilted it in the favor of dropping.
Okay, that's what I thought. Make
so
sure.
all right, I've got a question.
All right, here's your one question.
If we were to remove our weight from the rock, would that be able to? Would the stone recover back to its original height?
The only way you'd know that is by doing it. All right, next question. Last question is Tim.
I didn't even have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
Go
Rock
ahead.
has a question. You have a question, Rock, or a question or an action you want to try?
Does this question is it like a question it'll answer to anything you ask, or is it just like a
It's
Okay.
within reason. I'm not
Is it just within
I'm
the
not going to give you
situation?
the future. I'm not an oracle. This
Okay,
is
I thought. Yeah.
this is
Is it just based solely on the situation? Not like you can't ask like I don't know, something like where are my 2 rocks that I've lost since the beginning of the game? Like that's
that would be a very stupid
Oh, my
thing to
rock.
ask.
this is an important thing to rock. Okay,
You can
All these
investigate.
people
You
can
can
die.
investigate
I
the
want my
rock to see if your rocks are on the rock.
I might have to. I don't know. No, I don't have a question then.
Okay, Tim, how far are we from the other side that we can't quite jump to? How far is that?
It's not within. It is probably about 140 feet.
140 feet. Okay. And magic kind of doesn't work here anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Just trying to figure out what we've got.
You probably have gone in this short amount of time about 20 feet floating as the momentum of your jump has kicked this into drifting toward the other side.
All right, my question is based on the drop versus forward momentum, how close to the far side will I be before the cages hit the lava? Can I guess? Would I be within jumping distance to hop off or get off this thing before they actually hit the water or lava?
Lava lake.
You go ahead and roll an intelligence checks for me.
I'm doing so well tonight. Oops, wrong thing. And 18.
18, nice. So you can do the math. You're good. You're smart. Your character's pretty intelligent. Can do some fast calculations. It's a requirement of just the line of business you're in, and you quickly deduce that the cages will hit the lava before you can get to a point, and you wouldn't be able to jump and reach the top. You would probably be in the lower section of this large 100-foot precipice.
Okay. So there's nowhere to land by that point. All right.
Right.
That's my question.
All right. Now, Rock, your question.
I guess I could ask them, what can you give me, I suppose.
Ask them, what can you give me?
Yes.
Sure. So what can you give me? The lady who is in, the older lady who's in the cage says, I have lived all my life on this island. I know things that no other individual knows. I can lead you anywhere you want to go in the most efficient manner and in the most safe way.
On the little rock.
The young child, on the other hand, yells out, don't listen to her. She's old. She'll never make the journey. What you want is somebody young. I know the ways just as well as she, but I know how to do them stealthily without encountering individuals.
Crap, that's a hard one. All right, that's all.
All right. So now what I want you to do is I want you to write down an action that you plan to take on your thing, on your piece of paper. What is the action you're going to take? And the actions, obvious actions are cut the old lady's rope, cut the child's rope. Other actions are what you can think of. But understand that you probably won't get too many rounds of this. In fact, maybe one more round opportunity before you hit the lava.
All right, I'm ready.
I say, write it down. I'm going to be right back as you write this down. And then I'm going to ask each one of you to hold up the paper and what it is.
Guys, while we're here, metagame.
Not supposed to.
I know. Dang.
Little lady. What you doing? What you doing, good girl? You can come. Lulu's going to tell us what to do. Come here, Lulu. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, you hit your head. Come on, girl. Come here. Come here. Show everybody your toy. So proud of your toys.
Oh, what kind of toy she got?
Love your toys. I don't know. Just some little thing.
Yeah, it's not Fox, is it?
She got a duck. She likes her duck.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah. You
I don't
know,
what this thing
I'll tell
is.
you what, bring her up here. I'll give her a whole big bunch of geese to eat.
No, you should like that.
All right. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to ask each of you what you did, what you
I'm
do,
ready to go.
and then I'm gonna describe the result, and then, but I will describe the results after I learn what each of you do. So, Rock, what is it that you do?
Cut them both.
You cut both ropes. Okay. Legolas, what is it that you do? Leap off, save them. Okay. Tim, what is it that you do?
Same thing John did. Take a dive.
All right. Greg, what is it that you do? Jump.
I'm
Okay.
the only. Wow. Okay. Anyways, guys.
All right.
What new characters you guys want to roll up? I'm not
So let him burn. Lego. Hal. As you look and you realize that in your heart, you don't want to cut any ropes. You step off the edge. The heat builds and builds and builds till you slam into the lava and you hit it.
hit that thing.
And then you're standing right on top of the lava,
The floor's lava.
but you're not standing in the lava. You're standing right above the lava. You can feel the heat, which is intense at this point, but you're not in the lava. Rock.
Oh, Rock.
Listen, what I thought they weren't real. I don't think they're real people.
As you cut one rope, the old lady, no, and then you immediately go and cut the other rope, the other, no, the little, as your rock now starts floating back up, and it continues up, and it goes at an ever increasing speed, faster and faster. And you look up as you see the ceiling come in,
I'm gonna jump
and
off.
you slam into the ceiling before you have any reaction.
Fishy bird.
And the rock just shatters. You're gone.
Oh, no, Rock.
All right. From this point forward, Rock will not be participating
Wow. I
Whoa.
don't like this.
in Rock will figure out what to do with you in a bit. All right. Sorry, but you're gonna sit on the side now and listen.
Is this punishment?
No, this isn't punishment. The
Yeah, rope cutter, you're on your own.
I didn't think they were real. We've had so many fake people. We've had like fake people in the like I call it. I don't trust it anymore.
All right.
What is Rock's alignment?
I don't know. It's flat
Never
right
mind.
now.
Two-dimensional.
All right. So can we
Hold on.
tell, or what? We're just standing
It's a
on
chaotic
down
neutral.
an invisible precipice. Is that
You're what it is. You're at you're on a barrier that is like about 10 feet above the lava. It's like it's like glass. Basically, you're standing on glass.
All right. I suggest we move carefully towards the far edge.
Right.
And feeling with our feet as we go to verify that we're not
Kind of shuffling.
I have a question on Rock. Did Achilles survive the impact?
I don't know. You weren't there.
No, but
I don't want to think about it, but I was thinking.
I call
that,
Winky Jr.
I think that's such a stupid way to die, and I don't. No, I feel like that can't be his death.
All right. So the at this point you continue walking forward as the wall grows closer and closer. You can actually make out now that there is a tunnel entrance near the bottom of the floor, easily able for you to walk into. And you continue on and you walk into that tunnel. Now, as you continue into that tunnel, you go for a good like 30 minutes walking through this tunnel until finally you step out into an opening, and in front of you stands Eku. And she sees you and looks at you. Oh, it does not look like everyone was able to attend. Where is your bird friend?
We was hoping you could tell us that.
It looks like she was not worthy to continue this quest.
I'm not worthy.
Holds that.
But it is good to see you. It is good to know that you contain the characteristics that I thought I saw in you when I saw you back in Chult. Actually, in the I can't think of the name of the place at the lizard place.
Lizard place.
At the lizard at the tavern.
Believe in lizards.
It's
let me
the
take
thunder
you.
lizard. The thunder lizard. I'm sorry. Thundering lizard.
Thundering lizard. That's it. Thank you.
That's me, Thunder Lizard.
So please come over here. Take a moment. Here are your belongings. And she points out, and laying on the ground is all of your belongings.
Are Rock stuff there too?
Yep, rock stuff's there too.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and throw it in the portable hole.
And my
Okay.
my worm, my centipede worm, my Achilles.
Achilles isn't there.
Fuck no!
So you get dressed. She says, please, now it would take you to meet the Nagga. And I must caution you. I believe you saw a version of the Nagga during your combat. There is reasons for all these things. But that Nagga is not the same Nagga that I take to you now. Show respect. Plead your case.
Naga.
Plead your case. And if the Nagga deems you worthy, he may provide assistance. I do not speak for him, and it is all in your hands at this point. And she begins to walk down the path to it. So you guys go ahead and get dressed. And
Are we still exhausted?
Yeah.
Yep. Still exhausted. Still down
Can
your
we go
hit
back
points.
and get Rock? I'm going to ask her, is there any way we can go back and get Rock?
She says, I'm sorry, but your friend is lost, and he will not be able to see the way forward. Yeah. I cannot help you.
Well, we go back and get her when we're done.
All right. Let me do something here. You continue. You take the time to get dressed. I don't know if you have any potions or anything that might help you if you want to try to grab them or drink them right now. That's up to you.
We have a few things. I don't think we got a few healing potions, but we're not healing wise. We're not in bad shape. I don't think.
Nah, just need a little sleep.
Yeah, mostly exhaustion. I don't think I got anything that will help with that.
And you
We
go
have
ahead and get
cocaine or anything.
all your belongings on.
Somebody
And you
picked up
continue
back
on.
at the bar?
You continue on down these cavern tunnels, all carved out, smooth stone, natural stone floors. Looks like that's been carved from the mountain. Wow, I picked a really bad time to do this. You continue on. Sorry, I got something running in the background here. And she leads you to an open cavern. And in this cavern, you can see that there's torch stances every about 20 feet or so that kind of light the cavern up. But you notice the flames are not your normal flames. There are these blue flames that are flickering from the same style of flames that you've seen that happens when you use your magic, Tim. And when you did detect, I forget who did detect. I think you did detect magic. Yep. That caused all that to light up. Did that stop on me? Yeah, okay. And finally, you can see a set of like a stone, almost like a king's throne area with a stone platform set up against one wall. Just stones are kind of, I mean, it's not like it is definitely not like a, very like rich persons who designed this. This is very, how can I say it? Commonly means of setting up. They're eschewed stones that are kind of laid out. Looks to have been carved and created a platform as more functionality than any kind of primrose appearance. Up upon it, let me get this right here. I need to do this real quick. That. Sorry, something I guess I could have had this set up beforehand, but let me. Oh, here it is. Okay. Perfect. All right. As what you can see in the distance, as you begin to make your way toward, and Eku walks forward. This dais.
Can I walk up close to Echo and ask her a quick question before we get too close?
Sure.
I ask, how do we address the Nagga? What is his title, or does
how do we show him respect?
Yeah.
Follow my need and call him Great Seer.
Great Seer. Okay.
S-E-E-R, Seer.
Gotcha.
Very good. And as you walk up, you see what appears to be this large snake. I would say the snake is kind of like a 25, 30 feet in length. It's probably about 3 to 5 feet width diameter, coils up, and out of its back are these wings, and it kind of floats in air.
Cool.
And Eku comes and kneels down before the Nagga.
I'm
she
kneeling
says.
too.
Everybody,
Good. You kneel.
everybody kneel.
Great Nagga. It is good to be
Reptile
here
brother.
again to see you. I present to you these individuals whose quest I believe to be holy and divine. I believe their efforts to rid this world of evil, which they have described to me as to be something worthy of your help. I know it is upon me to bring a group in front of you. It puts everything that I am and have done on the line. But I would not have done so if I did not believe in their cause. What say you, great Nagga? Please, will you hear them? And so, the snake, this large serpentine snake, kind of floats in the air. You can see the scales on it kind of glow with an almost ethereal light. But you also see on it large patches of almost like burn marks in different areas. And as you get closer, you kind of notice that the ethereal light lights it, but then you can also see that there's like the feathers, instead of being a pristine white perfect, are a bit gray. And you can see that this Nagga, that this creature looks to have some age on it. And it's not like a young, it looks like to be quite old.
Quite old to an elf or quite old to a human?
Yes.
Yes.
Put some miles on him.
So the Nagga turns and looks to you.
And loses the camera.
Oh.
And the camera dies.
What
The
happened?
Nagga is bright yellow.
What happened?
The Nagga was so strong, he did that.
That's not supposed to do it.
Uh-huh.
Why did that not work? Come on. Let me see. Why is that doing that? Let me see something here. That's broken.
Oh no.
All right, let me try this then.
Oh,
Sorry.
technical difficulties?
Well, I had this. I shouldn't have updated. I should have updated right before. That's what I get for being a dum-dum. Let's see. And so here.
Lou, come on.
All right.
Oh my baby.
Oh, you son of a gun. Let me see if this helps.
There we go. Whoa.
Hold it. Oh, now you moved.
No! All of that. Oh, I had this so set up.
Oh, great Nagga. Bring back our
Why isn't this working?
Oh no, that's the test pattern when I go to sleep.
Oh, that's scary. Whoa. That's pretty scary.
So
Dang.
this is
supposed to
such
do
a
now?
bummer. This is such a bummer. Why is this not working?
Might have to get out the old camera in the computer.
Why
Hey,
is
and all I
this,
got is an iPad.
why is this
Oh yeah,
doing
use
this?
your iPad. There you go.
Mm.
That's what I get to. I wondered if this would have done this if I hadn't just updated the stupid program. Oh, maybe this will help. All right.
Anyways, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I feel sad now because my child's dead.
Why didn't this-
So is Chris's camera.
All right, hold on for a second.
And
I'm gonna-
the two greatest losses.
To explain, I would explain my thinking with it, but I don't think now's the time.
Okay, guys, remember the same. It's going to be this. I'm going to post a new link here. Just let me try one thing here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about it
No problem.
because I spent all this time setting this up. So I guess yeah, I know how to fix it for next time. All right. So what is this Hulk? I don't understand.
Hulk
Why-
smash!
Is that what it was to do?
I don't know.
All right.
I had him up because I was talking to a kid on Zoom the other day, and I had to find some common ground, and there was a Hulk picture. I thought, he'll love that. So
All right. So let's try this again. All right.
There you go.
All right.
there we go.
All right. So the great Nagga, you turn to the Nagga and the Nagga says,
What it is?
"So, you come to see me. What is your request?" Do you see what I see?
Yeah, we.
I
see
know
what
it's so weird.
You to me.
Damn.
Go ahead,
Are
smart
your
guy.
tongues not working?
Oh,
What?
great seer. We're supposed to call him this great seer.
Seer.
Oh, great seer. All the world, from what we understand, has been plagued by a sudden. Oh, I love that, Greg. But by a sudden inability to resurrect the dead.
The lizard
or
people.
Those who've been resurrected are now falling apart and crumbling before us. We have reason to believe the source of this plague comes from somewhere on the continent of Schult. Could you be of any service, any guidance, anything to help us find the source and remove it?
Something having to do with the soulmonger.
Soulmonger, thank you.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I've been doing so well on my rolls. And 16.
16. All right. I need to move that over so I can see the number better. There we go.
You're right in the camera now, Chris.
I know.
You tell me.
So-
Ooh.
A great evil called the Soulmonger is what you seek, is it?
Seek and a way to defeat if you have any ideas.
What does the Soulmonger do?
We don't know. That's just it. We just know due to the soulmonger, people cannot be resurrected, and those who have been resurrected are diminishing. They're falling apart. We don't know how this is being done or why it's being done. We have no idea. We've been sent to find all this out.
Interesting indeed. Eku, what say you? Why does this matter to me and to what we do? And so Eku's like,
Nah.
Great Nagga, obviously something that can affect all of the lands in such a way is of great evil.
Like that, Greg.
It destroys
As long as we're doing
those
film-
who are alive, and it keeps those who have died. Surely this is something that warrants our attention. I do not know. You know why we are here. Our cause is great, and we cannot afford this. But
I see the good. Maybe not all of you were able to pass the trials, but I have watched you progress through them. And so I know your heart is pure in some respects. So I will help you. Now, my powers are diminished, as you can tell. I am not young by any means, even by you, Elv. You're but a child in my eyes. I have been around for millennia. Many. Anyway, I digress. Let me see what I can see if this soulmonger is evil in such a way. Then I think I know a way that I can see where he might be.
And so, he watches the snake kind of rises into the air. The wings, they don't really flap. They're more for looks than anything. He just kind of gestates through the air. This like glow surrounds his body as he goes in the air, and you watch as he holds in a position, in a stationary position, and you watch as his eyes roll over white. He's a good like 30 to 40 feet above you, and he slowly begins to rotate in the air, just kind of like, and he's looking forward. His head doesn't move up or down. It's kind of looking forward as he just rotates. Until he stops. And you can hear him.
Ah, yes. I can see it now. It is here. I had not noticed this before. I am not where I was once. Something like this would not have escaped my attention before. It is evil and great indeed.
And you watch as he begins to float down, and he comes down to rest. His eyes still white, as he begins to rotate and begins to look at you. And then his eyes catch John.
Uh-oh.
And you can see suddenly where he was like kind of just he had a gentle like rolling movement to him, stiffen instantly. And you hear him,
Hey, Eku, did you not truly see them before you brought them?
and you watch Eku, who's kind of standing in front. It's like kind of caught in a surprise, and it's like, and just kind of switches to you, and the focus goes on you, John, as the creature begins.
Backwards and John. No.
Stand away from this one. He is not who he seems.
And you watch, it's almost like a blur as the snake whips out, and its tail, his tail slams into your chest, John, and in a Doctor Strange-esque manner, you watch as the body of Legolas is knocked backwards as what looks to be like an astral projection of John is knocked outside of him. And you see Legolas, his physical form, just slam onto the ground unconscious as this astral projection of him and it looks like John. I'm not John. It looks like Legolas. But there's a dark shimmer around everything. And as you're looking at him, you can see suddenly you realize that he looks like Legolas, but he's not quite like Legolas. You can see bits of red skin in areas that the skin is exposed. And you see two small bumps
Hold
that
on, that's
look
that Star Wars
like
guy.
horns, but they're very small at this point in the things. And as it's knocked back out, it has the same form, shape, down to everything that John was wearing and has on him, but the red and it's like, oh, well, I didn't expect that. That's not wanted. What are you doing, Celestial? Why are you here? Surely you would not remiss me my playthings. And this and you can watch as suddenly Eku shimmers and transforms into one of these snake beings, a much smaller version than the Nagga, with its wings flying out as this happens. The Nagas,
Hey, you, I have not seen your kind in many millennia. I thought they had all been wiped out in the spell plague. It was the end of your kind.
and the creature who looks like you, Legolas, just comes to standing there. Oh, really? Well, you'll find ways to survive. Our kind, they are long-lasting. Besides, my type of kind were much stronger than the others, and we found ways to survive. But still, what are you doing here, Nagga? A Kotel? Hiding in a cavern on the land of Chult? I find it quite interesting. You would not be here if you did not have a reason. And in a blur, in a flash, you watch as it draws two swords out and shimmers in almost an ethereal smoke trail appears right next to the Nagga. Both weapons flash out. Oh, natural 20 and a 10. The Nagga is able to move out of one and gets caught in the direction of the other. As the first one was a faux strike, the other one catches him straight, and you just watch as this smoke sword that looks exactly like your sword solidifies and just slices right down the center of him. You can hear Echo yell out in a language. Does any of you know Celestial?
Nope.
I believe, well, no, I don't think so. Hang on.
You hear
does.
you hear Echo yell out in a thing that you cannot understand, but you immediately grasp the fright and worried in her as the Nagga takes this cut straight down its side and backs up and crumbles down. As I want everybody who's there to roll initiative right now.
Me?
You can't. Nope, you can't. So it's just Greg, 18.
It's just Tim and Hal.
Tim and Al.
Jimmy's going first.
What's Hal got?
8.
18. All right, Tim. You watch as this happens. What do you want to do? Anything?
Okay, well, it's a Celestial versus a Nagga. How far away are they?
No, the Nagga is the Celestial.
What is it that's attacking him? What's that called? It said
You don't
the
know.
name. You said the name.
Bad motherfucker, whatever.
No,
it is.
I said
Well, the
the
way you-
Nagga had said he had not seen his kind in many millennia, and that they had all been. He had thought they had all been destroyed in the spell plague.
Okay, well, I guess I'll
Is
just
there anywhere to run?
shoot a firebolt at it just out of habit because I just don't have much. Yeah. It
All
wasn't
right, go ahead.
exciting.
Go ahead and roll it to hit.
I'm trying to get it back up to it and use the correct tools here. 16.
16.
Well, actually, it's a +8, so 28.
28. Yes, I see that. All right. So as you do a firebolt out into the air, and you watch as this takes off, and it begins to light
26 damage.
these blue things of flame that begins as it's traveling through the air. You can watch as it morphs between the red firebolt that you know into this odd, weird. It starts taking on this blue color as it twists in, and instead of being the pure form of fireball that you're used to, it begins to morph and twist and change, and it reaches all the way into and hits the creature. As it hits the creature, the bluish, it kind of lights up, and you kind of see it hit, and it kind of it's a weird interaction with the smoke as it kind of is dissipated across its body. At the same time, you watch as this same eruption occurs on John's body as it cuts in. John, you take 13 points of fire damage as this cuts into you, and you watch as the this creature backs off and looks at you and says, "Oh, clever, nice. Oh, I won't let that happen again." But still, and as he's doing this, and the Nagga is dropping down in, he's like collapsing. You watch as suddenly the cavern itself is shifting. It's almost like there's this image that is up on all the walls, begins to fade and blink and fading in and out, and you're catching glimpses that this like large room is actually much larger. And roll an Arcana check for me, Tim.
26.
26.
Ooh.
You suddenly realize that there's a master tier illusion going on in this room. That's that is in this room, and you're not sure how it's being cast or what's making it happen, but you recognize it for what it is. You realize that there's an illusion setting in this room, and it's cutting in and out as the Nagga, who has taken damage, and is collapsed onto the pedestal, is in dire straits, and so it's flashing in and out. You're catching glimpses of a much larger room. In addition, the creature that is the smoky form wraith version of Legolas sees it as well. And he says, "Oh, well, look. What do you know? There's more than meets the eye here." And he lifts his hand, and all of a sudden, you just see this wave goes out, and the whole illusion just drops. And you look out, and what you can see is this cavern is huge. And you're at the one end of this cavern. And off to the right, farther in, you can see what looks to be a large weird rock formation that has blue kind of bits of reddish kind of glow in crevices all along it that extends off to the right. It's roll a Hal and Tim, roll a perception check for me.
18.
18. And Hal got a
17.
17. All right. What you just grasp off the top of your, what you can comprehend is looks like this large mountainous area off to the right that looks maybe has veins of magma inside the rock, flowing in the rock. It's hard to tell. You also can see like a yellow substance all over the ground that may be gold, with other items onto the ground that's around this rocky substance. And but that's all you can really comprehend in this brief moment. The creature, the shadow form of Legolas.
Do I still have movement? On my turn, I did a firebolt. Do I still have movement?
You do.
Can I advance towards the Nagga?
Sure, you can advance. You can get up to, based on where you are, you can get up within about 15 feet of them.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
All right, and then the shadowy form stops and kind of looks, and then you just watch as the arms lower, and he just kind of stands there for a split second, and it's like, "I'll be well." Many of us wondered where the World Breaker went. But it seems you've kept him here all along, didn't you? Well, that alters me plans quite a bit. This is going to be interesting. And you watch, at that point, Eku flies up in the air and casts some kind of spell. And so that one hits the, you watch as the as it shoots out, as she takes advantage of this brief moment of distraction, a white light twisted beam flies out from her and strikes the shadowy form of Legolas. And you watch as it hits and he kind of reacts to it. It's like, oh no, damn. And you watch as it kind of shimmers and then fades out. And now it's gone. And she immediately drops down next to the Nagga. And she says, no. And she's speaking to it. And you can tell by the sound of the expression, great concern. And you look as the Nagga is, as blood begins trickling out of its mouth, it speaks to her, and then you watch as it crumbles down, and then you can see as it does this, it immediately starts eviscerating. Pieces of it just start breaking into smaller pieces until finally it's just dust. And the dust that glitters and glows and then fades, and there's nothing but a pile of dust there.
Holy shit.
It's a bad thing.
As what was Eku, who is now in Kotil form, lands, or is beside her at this point. And you're there for a good 5 or 10 minutes. And then finally, you can see it, the Kotel transform back into the Eku you knew. And she looks at you and says, This is bad. This was not planned.
I had no idea. I failed him. It was my responsibility to see you all before, but I have assumed this form for so long to learn your ways, to understand the dangers, and to prepare. I got sloppy, and now I have allowed a great wrong to happen. Anything you guys want to say or ask?
Oh,
Yeah. What do we do
Wait,
now?
they turned into dust?
Well, am I still alive?
Am I
As-
alive?
As this happens, John, you regain conscious. As soon as the creature was banished out, you regain consciousness. You kind of wake up.
well, after
You're
giving
still down
condol-
your hit points and stuff.
after giving
Okay.
condolences, I'm going to ask, what is the world breaker and what does that mean?
I got a more important question. What the hell was that?
Well, yeah, we'll get to that, but it's gone right now.
So it's gone. Okay,
She
that's good
she
then.
looks at you, Tim. You can
Well, then my
see
big
you
noggin
can
was
see
gone
that
too, huh?
her sorrow and a deep. You can see the sorrow reflected in her face, and then
I said we
as
gave
you
condolences first.
as you mention that, it's kind of snaps her out, and she kind of is like, yes, you're right. The world breaker. And she kind of looks over and points at it. She says, that is the world breaker. And for the first time, you look over, and what you see is where before, because everything was happening quickly, you can now make out a form. It looks to be like the head. Like if there was a dinosaur laying on its side, it's the head. But it has been disfigured. The skin is blackened with cracks all through it, with gouts of red and kind of bluish, what looks to be just like almost like blood flame flowing through it and around it. And roll an intelligence check for me, Tim.
Surely not me.
Yeah, I got
You can do it too if you want to, Hal.
Yeah, you might as well, Hal, because I just.
So this thing, we kicked this thing out of John, huh? Or the big snake thing
We
kicked this
didn't.
thing out of John. Where did we pick this up? Was that on the ship there?
That came with the board, I'm guessing. I'd say we got that with the saber that had its issues.
If John roll a give me an intelligence check for me, John.
Oh, that was pretty good. 18 plus my intelligence. Plus 3, 21.
21. John, you realize almost immediately what that was. You recognize the voice and the small telltales of the coloring and the thing, that this was the tiefling that came out of the blade at one point, that when you were in the goblin castle and you attacked, you had this sword that was cursed, and you attacked and you killed. It led you to try to kill somebody who had done a great wrong to you, and you had done that by landing the killing blow on that I forget the
Bugbear.
yeah, the bugbear that had
I didn't land the killing blow.
you did actually, you did. It wasn't the bugbear though, it was one of the other, maybe it was the bugbear, I don't know, but you did in fact, because you initiated this thing. Remember the description of this thing that kind of the skin and everything of the bugbear fell apart, and what emerged was this red tiefling. Do you remember that? You had a few bourbons at that point, so you don't remember? John, okay, I'll link the we have the video, so I'll link it to you guys. But you recognize that the coloring is the same, and the horns placement is the same, even though the horns weren't done. And it looks like it had been transmorphing from its form that you saw when it emerged in that to you. What was your question? Tim, you had a question. What was?
That's about the World Breaker. That's what.
Oh, yes. So Echo says, the World Breaker. That is the World Breaker. And Hal, you'd done an intelligence check 11. You can't really tell. Neither one of you can you see something very large, but what you can't really, it doesn't register what you're seeing.
Looks like
Echo
a turtle.
says, I believe you all are very aware of a creature that has been a myth in many generations called the Tarask.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is known to be one of your stories of the fearsomest creature.
Don't wake it up.
Right. A Tarascan itself has been around for many, many years. They are just a normal creature. Nothing special.
Oh,
But-
I don't think so.
The spell plague. And Tim, you know what the spell plague is from your studies of in your wizardry school. The spell plague was a time in Faerun where Mystra, the goddess of the weave of magic, was killed by two other jealous gods, Cyril and Shard. And at that time, the spell plague caused the collapse and the twisting of the weave of magic, and twisted and corrupted. And in fact, the very reason that you are even on this plane, Hal, the Dragonborn themselves were brought to this plane through this event, as they were on a totally different world that then collided with Torel, which is the world that you exist upon, and brought the Dragonborn to Torel. And that's why you're here now. But the spell
They're
plague
lucky to have us.
was the collapse of the weave of magic, and the people who were twisted by its corruption were called the spell plagued. And so Eku says, it was not just people and wizards who had studied the magic that was corrupted. Creatures were corrupted as well. And this creature here, once a Tarask, but now well over 300 feet tall, was twisted in a way beyond anybody's ability to understand. I'm mixing my voices here. Its very presence broke part of the world. It went on a path of destruction, the likes of which has never been seen before. All of mankind, all of any kind of intelligence, sought to end its existence and were met with futility, or its power was unsurmountable at the time. The gods did not help, as they were in turmoil themselves with what had happened. And so this creature destroyed cities, continents, land masses. It morphed and changed. It evolved. For any kind of type of action taken caused a reaction, and it morphed. The Tarask that it was, you can barely see now. The skin it has is hardened beyond anything we have ever known. It is only when we found a different way to attack and not an attack at all. We essentially put it to sleep. And now, the Keepers of the World Breaker has one purpose, is to keep it to sleep. That is our sole existence. That is our sole purpose. The Nagga was the last great keeper of the World Breaker's sleep. I am born of the Nagga,
Holy shit.
and my purpose was to replace the Nagga. But when my time was ready, my purpose now was to go out and to learn what is new in the world. As the world continues to evolve, the Nagga who keeps the World Breaker asleep must stay with it. And so you saw the sores and wounds the Nagga has sustained. This is from the World Breaker. Presence, its very presence is the death of those who seek to keep it asleep. And it is only through a continual reproduction and replacement cycle that we are able to do this, to continue to keep it asleep. But now, this creature knows of its existence. We have done all we have done and everything to wipe knowledge and information of this creature's from all forms of recording. And I have failed my Nagga. I have brought in the very thing we have sought to keep out. This creature which you have encountered is called a Tween.
Oh God, a tween.
Its like has not been seen in millennia. It has been thought that its existence had been wiped from the surface of all the planes. But apparently they still survive in some form somehow.
A preteen.
So
Ugh.
it's a tween, Tween.
A pre-tween.
A pre-tween.
12-year-old to hell.
It is a creature that was in first edition or advanced D&D. Never made it to 5e until now.
Not yet.
Not until homebrew.
Just did.
And so now I have banished it back to the astral plane, but it will not stay
Thank
there.
you.
It is not a permanent banishment. It will eventually wear off, and it will come back, and it will inhabit your body, Legolas. It grows in power as you grow in power. It takes the power of those it binds itself to. It seems obvious. It seems obvious that it still contained powers from its previous host, which must have been a powerful magician to bind itself within the confines of a magical item and keep its presence alive when all of its kind had been wiped is a feat unheard of. But its existence is there, no doubt, and it will come back. What is interesting, though, is what it has managed to do this time that it has been with you. Do you know of any strange events? Anything that you have done in the past? Any places you have gone? Any things you have seen that were out of the norm? Were different?
Yeah, everything we do every
I
day.
was going to say, where do we begin?
I just hope it doesn't huff and puff and blow my house down.
Everybody roll a, let's see, what would this be? Intelligence or wisdom? You're remembering
Okay.
different things. Go ahead and roll intelligence checks for me.
Can't catch a break. 6.
Not too bad for me.
Out of curiosity.
Well, I'm thinking of the demon port, but
Evans down on the farm.
I don't have the demon port. I do have the demon Cabernet Sauvignon.
well, that's what I'm
Could
talking
be the sword. It could be the demon we released earlier. It's a bunch of different ones.
You're not here.
What'd you roll, John?
I rolled a 17 plus 3.
20.
So 20, yeah.
All right. 14, 6. So you guys go through your things, but you, John, you bring up, and you said it yourself, the demon port. And she latches onto that, says, wait, tell me again how you managed to find yourself in that situation. How did you reach that location?
We go exactly and tell her. We went to the Forge of Souls, and we went behind a wall, and then there was a teleportation room, and we ended up in this hallway, and it progressed on and on and on, and we ended up there.
She says,
Don't tell her about the gold.
she says, John, Legolas,
Mm.
tell me, were you there when Tim worked the teleportation circle
Yes.
and it went to a location that you're unfamiliar with,
Yes.
but you unplanned?
Yes.
So it seems to me that that wasn't an accident at all. But there is more to that than you are led to believe. Maybe you will spend some time thinking through that.
Nice stash.
For I do not believe that to be an accident, but maybe the designs of this creature. Regardless,
How do we fight it? How do I get rid of it?
I thought about a good bath.
I'm afraid the most
I want y'all catch nothing.
knowledgeable person has been turned to dust. The Nagga would have been all we've needed to know. But this is not anymore. I believe you have locations. As I have worked through providing guidance and stuff for various tourists and stuff, that you have a location of great knowledge, of great knowledge, known as Candlekeep. I suggest you travel there and you try to find information about this creature, this Tween. Maybe in its confines, you will be lucky and find something of use. In the meantime, you may want to search out any kind of magical means in which you can keep this creature from repossessing your body. For now, I must remain here. I am to stand and keep this creature asleep. But I fear that I will not be able to do that in peace for long, as this Tween will assuredly attempt to use it for its own means. For can you imagine the world's most destructive force under your control? What do you want to do with it? And these Tweens are not to be trusted. Their desires and goals are alien, even to us Celestials. But before the Nagga died,
He passed to me the information that you needed to know for your own quest. He let me know the Soulmonger is here on the island and is in the lands far from here in a city called Omu. It is a lost city, but as a guide who has been through many areas in Omu, through Cholt, I know its location, but I cannot take you. However, what I can give you is this. And she walks back, and you watch as she ushers you to follow her, and you walk back to the back area of the throne floor, whatever you want to call that area. And she moves her hand over a stone and presses in a certain way, and this wall kind of floats back. And she steps into this area, which is like a small room inside hidden into this wall. And you see a lot of different items in here. You see some very articulate swords. You see some all kinds of lots of different. You see some armors and things of lots of different capabilities. And you,
War braces?
everybody, just roll a perception check for me to see if you notice anything that you would recognize.
Oh, let's see. I got a
Natural 20, 23 total.
Nice.
17.
I like the TV, that's nice.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Or John Legolas? God,
I got 17.
17. Okay, 17, 23. So, what you all see is you can tell that they're magical in nature. A lot of these armors and these swords and stuff. Tim, you recognize one because you had fixated on it in your youth. One particular sword.
Farrah Fawcett poster?
I was going to say that.
You guys think too much alike. Besides your Farrah Fawcett poster, you had a poster of this sword.
Cut glass.
Actually, he had read about it, and you recognize it immediately based on the ornate feathering hilt design of it.
Feathered hair?
It's a Holy Avengers sword.
Ooh.
That's sitting
shit.
up there on the wall. And she
easy.
goes, and amidst all this stuff, she picks out this what looks like to be just a regular little rock. And she comes back to you. She hands it to you. She says, "So this rock will take you to the destination you want to go. You simply hold it, and it will turn warmer when you're pointing in the direction of what it is that you seek. You imbue it with one item that you want to find, and from that point forward until you find that item, it will continue to grow warm when you're pointing in the direction of that item. And using this, you can find the lost city of Omu, because I am going to imbue it with the city. Now, you can only imbue this with something that you've known or have seen. Otherwise, I would say, find your soulmonger with it, but you have never seen this, so you cannot know. It has to be something you're familiar with. And she hands it to you. So this will lead you to the city of Omu. But it is, at this point, this is all we can do. And she ushers you back out, and the thing slides closed.
On this. And I'll be honest, I'm still confused. If I don't have anything from the city of Omu, how can I get it to direct me to the city of Omu?
Because she imbued it. She's been there.
Okay.
She did it. She said it to Omu.
Misunderstood you. Okay.
She knows where Omu is. And using this, you can find it. And now she says,
You also need your friend. And she, as you walk back out, standing there, like kind of in a stupor, is Brock.
Oh my gosh! What? Oh,
And Brock, you kind of just like your eyes,
Like, oh my
kind of you
head.
glaze out, like you're not sure. You are at you have 2 levels of exhaustion, and you are at half your hit points right now.
It's actually better than
Amazing.
we are. I got 4 levels of exhaustion, half my hit points.
And
We're getting like
she says,
plus one
is
better sleep.
Achilles there?
"I'm sorry."
Is Achilles there?
A roll a perception check.
Oh my gosh! Why you have to? Perception. 9.
9. You kind of like start reaching for Achilles, and you feel something under your feathers onto the right, and you pull out what looks to be like a flattened Achilles,
No.
Oh no!
smashed flat. And
We can revive him, right?
you kind of, as you're sitting there, you're kind of
That's
panicking
really
a little bit. It kind of like cracks and breaks. It kind of breaks apart, and you realize that it's the exoskeleton of Achilles.
Oh, thank God!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He shed his skin.
I can't do this no more.
You suddenly realize that you feel like there's this weight on your back, and so you kind of reach out, and you feel like this like soft, pliable thing, which
A soft shell Achilles.
What's that thing? Yeah.
and you
It's a mosquito, I'll get
and
it.
you make the sounds, "Arr, arr," and you can hear it, but suddenly it's like you can't really see them. You can feel these 2 things on your shoulders of kind of a softer shell,
Well, that's my
like it's
prostate,
molted. Basically, you realize that Achilles is molted,
He's getting
and now there's
bigger.
a softer thing, and you kind of, based on the weight, you feel like he's about the size of a large backpack now on your back, but he's
Dang.
underneath your cloak, but he's still there.
Thank God. That's all I care about right now.
Hal, there's a bug on her back. Swat it quick.
No!
It's a mosquito.
No!
I'll get it.
All right. So at this point, Echo says, "Please, there is much I must do here. The way out is over here. You have what you need to find your destination, and I wish you the best of luck."
Before we
Mind
leave.
if we take a nap here before we go?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a safe place for us to camp? Because we're incredibly exhausted. We need some rest before we do.
Whoa.
Is there any place we can camp safely before progressing back? Because we're also at level 4 exhaustion and everything else due to these friggin' trials.
She says, as you leave these doors and follow all the way out to the end of the tunnel and exit out the doors there, you'll be in a large cave. That cave will provide you shelter and, with proper prudence, protection. And you can stay there.
Good enough.
To stay here, you have been here longer than you should be. And you are already absorbing radiation from this creature.
What was the
Spider-Man.
name of the- Chris, what was the name of the place where I need
Gamma
to go?
World time.
Candlekeep.
Candlekeep.
It's almost like there's going to be a book with that name coming out on.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Okay. Rock and
If
roll.
Rock will only recognize this probably, but if you were to visualize what this creature looked like, just the
Mhm.
part you could see,
Oh, I remember what the tween is. It's just a shadowy outline.
yeah. I was talking about the World Breaker.
Oh no, that looks like a gigantic dinosaur.
I would just Google Shin Godzilla. That's pretty much what it looks like.
Is it like the whole like entirety looking of Godzilla, or is it like the little mutants, the stage 5?
It's no, it's the fourth form. It's the
Oh,
largest
God.
version.
I don't like that. That's not very.
Godzilla!
Well, if you ever seen Shin, you realize that the other
Yeah.
Godzillas are babies compared to Shin.
We got to get some cryo freeze, some like yeah, yeah, freeze them up.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Yar. We got pirates.
Arr.
All
I
right.
didn't have filters last week. I don't know whatever this started. Must have been in the update.
And so
Just had to
you
bear with me.
if there's no other things that you want to do at this point, you want to go out
You
to
got
the-
any good swords you want to give us?
All she
Says-
gave us was a rock.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh,
I am
I'm gonna
sorry.
use that
You got
rock to
rock.
find my rocks.
I got a rock.
You are not the
Just like
first
Charlie Brown
to have
got.
gone through the trials. We often do trials to find those who might serve as protectors. Rules. If the word breaker ever is to break free, those items you see, they are for those protectors. But they will need them to try to stop. Although they will not, they are poor pittance against a creature this size. So, I am sorry. The day the D&D
Basically,
group
no.
figured out
Found
filters on
filters.
Zoom. Yeah.
I got
Uh,
a poop on top of my head or something. There we go.
Pizza Hut.
Slice of pizza. Yeah. Little
It's a
mask
party
action going on.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got your mask on.
Ah.
Mask on.
Ah.
Arr.
Okay, do we just pause the game for a while and just play with filters?
Just play with filters.
All right. Well, Tim's gonna go take a nappy because he's exhausted. That's a good.
Wow.
Dang, your filter's
Yeah.
better than ours.
Look a whole lot like my ex-girlfriend. Whoa. Well, that
Oh, golly.
Yeah, let's go ahead into the head like she
Let's
said,
sleep.
and we're taking a nap.
Big time. We got to heal up. And I'm taking my armor off while I sleep.
all right.
Arr.
All right.
Thank you
As
for reviving me.
As you guys go out, you're welcome. You find yourselves at the end of the thing. You open the door and you proceed out of it. And as you shut the door, it just kind of like fades into the cave wall. You no longer can see the door. You kind of even grab the surface, and it doesn't has no sign that there was a door there. So you guys are going to take a rest for the night there at
Tim's
the
got
in the
2
cave.
minutes. Tim's gonna take a few minutes, cast Lima's tiny hut. It does afford a certain amount of extra protection,
Mhm.
and it's temperature controlled, and it's got his binky on it and everything else. He's happy. And Tim's going and crashing real hard. I think everybody's gonna crash real hard, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hal's level 4. US Cam's back.
Batteries ran out.
Rock hadn't done anything, so it's all good.
Yep, time to change battery. Let's see here. Okay, so you guys go ahead and set up who's going to be watching the night. And we'll do some checks here as soon as this gets back on. Come on. I know you want to. There we go.
Who's got the least levels of exhaustion? They can take the first shift.
I think Rock only had 2. The rest of us had 4. I don't know how Rock just got 2.
I have 6. I
6, you're dead then.
or
Well, I
no,
heard
4.
2
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
You're right. Never mind. I'm wrong. It's 4.
I'll take the first watch. What the hell?
All right.
We're doing long, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's take a quick bio break as we go and do this. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
who is that? That's the Green
That's the
Hornet or something?
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one may have to stay on.
Bio break.
You know when you need them. All right. Be right back.
All right.
Lulu, where you at, baby?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm trying to work on my gamma character, but I made it too complicated, so we're trying to work on it.
I don't know what you do. Did
It's
John send you
trying to-
instructions on it or something?
I looked at the thing in the Discord and I'm trying to go off of that. But basically
Let John
it's-
help you.
John? Okay. Basically
'cause-
it's like a how do I describe it? A dragon, but like but blind, but with thorns
Mhm.
and stuff. I don't know. I
Blind?
put it as yeah, he's blind because of the thorns. They're like all around him and wrapped
Oh,
around his
wow.
eyes and stuff.
That's weird.
I thought it'd be cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was trying to come up with either Dr. Fleur, these were my two characters, a literal dragon, or Dr. Fleur, like a medical plant, except not like weed, but like just like a plant that heals people.
FLEUR?
Yeah, like Brittany.
Like Fleur de Lis?
Fleur. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Instead, I was like, let's just take a dragon and let's cover it in thorns and make it blind, because, yeah. I thought that would be cool. But it's really complicated. I can't decide if I should put it under, like, the lizard race or, like, the mixed race. Because
Hey!
the mixed mutation. Oh,
If
jeez.
you roll me and get a 1, well, there's not much you can do.
What the heck? Oh my god.
1. Where's my friend?
I can't.
Hal
Uh-uh.
likes to roll 1s.
Save that for when they actually roll like a 1 or a 20 or something and use it.
I heard you're a gambling man. I'm a gambling man. Oh, gambling man.
Tim
Gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run.
Oh,
But,
Kenny.
The only downside is you can only choose 5 mutations, and I'm having a struggle of which ones to take.
Oh, well. John should know that.
Are we talking
Just
about
roll.
your roll?
Just roll.
mutations?
I hold your fate, all of yours. Praise the dice. Be nice.
You're crazy.
Lollipop Guild.
We
I am
represent
a lollipop.
Lollipop Guild.
There's a lollipop.
I guess I'm not the only one to only not figure out how to use the filters yet. I'm slow. Technology scares me. I don't know anything about
Oh,
it. It's computers. I just
hi,
don't get it.
Edson.
Well, you can always ask handsome Squidward. Hey, so what's your question?
I'm more of a planking kind of guy.
handsome. Handsome.
Your handsome
Oh, I'm
plankton
cool.
will go over it. Who doesn't like plankton?
Handsome Squidward. Michael Thomas.
So,
Yeah.
you ready to play?
Sure.
I'm cool.
Whoop whoop.
25 gold. Give me 25
no.
gold.
I'm
That's
getting
all I
fireball. Your
want.
name on it.
25 gold. Just 25.
Can we take our current characters and go back and play that first adventure all over again?
25 gold. Yeah, sure. 2,500 gold.
Fireball to the face.
All right. So, all right. So you're gonna let's see if we can get some. You're back.
Oh, did we make it to the
Out.
mic?
Let's take this down a notch. As you find yourselves at the entrance of the cave, the storms, you find that the weather is dark, and the weather is raining out.
Okay. Liam is Tony Hat. Poof.
Well, you're in the cave, so you're going to do the hut within the cave, which is fine. No problem with that. And the first one on who is ever doing the
I am.
first shift,
I am.
go ahead. Roll a perception check.
Well, perception 16.
16. Okay. So you go through your several hours of, you do your meditation, and you
No,
kind
I
of
did
just.
not. I meditate.
I'm sorry. That's right. I always misspeak that. And the rain is pretty heavy at this point. The water, because you're still on
you're not. You find yourself kind of near the base of this mountain range, but it's still at a little bit of elevation. So the water just runs out over and kind of pours over down.
Well,
You got
we get out our water gizmos,
catchers?
water traps, and
Water catcher.
fill up our bags and stuff.
Right. You kind of keep an eye out. I'm assuming the hut is further in. Are you in the hut just watching?
Yeah, because I can see
Right,
through.
right.
It's opaque.
So you can hear obviously the sounds of creatures in the night as you are hearing them now as the rain continues pouring down. You do watch.
Mouse back on.
And yep. So nothing really happens during your event. You're able to proceed through it without any problems.
Okay.
Who's the next up on watch?
Woo-hoo.
Yes, Tim will take a round.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Tim.
$15.
All right. 15. Huh. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. Actually, the 100 choice. There it is. 38.
38. Stop scrolling. What is going on? Why is this scrolling when I'm not wanting to scroll? There's a lag on it. Hold on. Get back to where it was. All right, 38. All right. As you are in your thing, you hear this. You kind of catch out in the distance. You hear this, thum, 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 and it kind of grows louder. You're viewing. You kind of see some water that's pooling near the entrance of the cave, or kind of close to where you're at. You kind of see this like shockwaves in the water. At one point, you can see in the distance. Roll a perception check for me.
Come on, perception. I got a 21.
21. Nice. You can see a bit in the distance, kind of around the entrance of the cave. You can see a creature that looks to be about, I would say roughly about 6.5 feet tall. It's standing on uprights. It's making and it's kind of like, it's like a smaller version of T-Rex. You can't quite make it out. The shadow still encompasses it. You hear, and it's kind of like sniffing around. You hear it bark out, and it's kind of like
Velociraptors.
sniffing around. It kind of steps into the cave, entrance a little. You hear it smelling.
Magic missiles while we're sleeping.
No sense getting encouraged. I mean, the tiny hut is pretty impenetrable, but still.
You want to do anything at this point?
Nope. Just want to kind of shut up, sit down, and be quiet, and see if it goes away. I don't need any more hassle right now.
You can watch as it comes up right up to the side of the dome, and it's kind of like, now the dome. You didn't describe what the dome looks like.
Dome's always opaque. It kind of blends in with the environment.
Right. So you're trying to, you kind of looks like the wall or the ground or whatever. Just kind of what you have it against the wall. Kind of just tell me what the dome looks like.
What's the cave look like?
The cave.
If the cave had a wide area.
It's a standard cave with some stalactites and mites in there in various
dome
locations.
with some, it looks like stalagmites, magnets. The
Yeah.
dome looks like the cave.
Kind of looks like the cave.
That's
And-
the whole
and
idea
so-
of it, it's supposed to blend
right.
into its environment.
All right, as the creature kind of like it's stepping all around, smelling, sniffing,
Yep.
and you can tell at one point it bumps into the side of the dome,
That's cool.
and it kind of backs off. It's like, and then it hears the sound in the distance, and it turns. You hear it bark, and then it tum 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 tum, and it runs out of the cave.
Okay, cool. I have faith in my hut. Well, the bad thing about this, I got to look it up more, but it basically says all creatures are barred from entering it except for the ones you allow in. So, what does that mean for the attack and stuff like that? I don't know. I need to write my homework.
Gotcha. But that's the that's what happens in your thing.
All right. I'm just
And
gonna hang out,
so, yep.
studying my spell books, kind of, just keep them watch.
All right.
And apparently,
The rest-
we only regain one level of exhaustion for a long
Yep.
rest.
Yep.
So we have to do this a few times.
Well,
All right. So the night begets uneventful after that point, and comes into the day as light begins to filter into the cave area. Everybody can take a long rest. Anybody who has exhaustion levels can take one off their exhaustion level. So I believe Rock, that leaves you one level exhaustion. Hal, that leaves you at 3 levels of exhaustion.
I was at 4. I was at 5.
4.
You were at 5?
Let me check. I believe I
That
was
means
at
you
5.
couldn't move.
Or no, I was at 4. Sorry,
All
I
right.
was right.
so
I was
we're
at-
all at 4.
So you,
I'm
yeah,
down
you're
1.
at-
I'm at 3.
you're at 3 now. And Hal, what are you at?
3
All
now.
right.
I rolled new portents 11 and 6.
11 and 6. Very good. All right. So, all right. The rain continues in the day as the sun comes up. The humidity is at an all-time high, and just the sweat. You've got your water containers refilled from the rain that's been coming in. Go ahead and roll a. Let me see. Where is my thing for levels?
Oh God, more raptors.
No, that's termites.
Yeah, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to roll a d4 here. Let's see who's going to get to do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tim, roll a d100.
So 30.
30. All right, 30. And okay, so the rain kind of continues at its same pace. It doesn't seem to be getting any harder or any heavier. Doesn't seem to be getting lighter. It's a pretty steady, constant rain that's just falling, kind of making everything. You feel it soaking into every inch of you, as or it will as you continue out into you. For those who don't have protection, you do have some parkas, I believe, that you can throw over each other.
I was gonna say, put rain ponchos and everything on, get ready to go out.
And ponchos on. All right. The ground is.
Want to go out or spend another night or 3?
That's your call. What you guys want to do?
I would think we really need to get all the way.
Yeah,
north.
we need to get some rest on. I would say another night.
I mean, we're either going to have an encounter here or we're going to have another encounter out there.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Well,
Maybe
we'll
the
take our
rain will go
chance.
away.
well if we're gonna
I
stay
mean,
for a
I'm
while,
kind of miss the rains in Africa, so I'm enjoying
Wow.
it.
It's gonna take me a lot to take away from that, you know.
Oh my god.
But
What orc can never do.
It's just
What's up?
bad. Well, it's you had to know the lyrics to know how funny they are.
Or not.
Oh, you mean what he was talking about? I thought you were looking at something and you're like worried. I was concerned.
All right.
He's worried about us.
Well, if we're gonna stay here for a while longer, take another rest, I'm gonna I'm gonna turn around and recast the hut. Because I like
Come on, Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hut or Pizza the Hut or whatever works.
Oh, let's have a pizza.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Let's
Let's at least move somewhere else in the cave, wherever that critter found us last time, and
Let's put a red roof on it.
Is there a better spot in the cave to hide my little hut behind?
The cave is roughly let's see here. 5, 10, 15. It's about 100 feet in depth, roughly 90 feet in depth, and it's probably about 90 feet wide. There was only, you came through the wall exit, but there's no wall in there, as Hal is a celestial now. There are some stalactites you see in the northwestern area of this thing that it does water is pooling up, kind of it's caught into some areas as the rain continues, and it seems to be like maintaining a size of a pool. It doesn't seem to be growing too fast, but you don't know over time if the rain gets worse or anything, if a possibility of this cave flooding out on you could happen or not. What I can do is I can kind of give you a screenshot.
Can we move? We move out of the cave, and I assume there were along the cliff walls then somewhere.
Right, but is there any advantage of moving out in the rain if we're just gonna take long rests?
I mean, the cave gives us shelter from the rain, you know.
Well, so does Leoman's tiny hut. I was trying to get us away from. If this is going to flood, maybe not a good spot to stay. Get up on higher ground.
Is it low or is it high?
Actually, the cool thing about the Lehman's tiny hut is you can cast it, it can flood over it, and if it doesn't take 8 hours, you can wait it out because the flood won't bother it. But if it goes 8:01, yeah, suddenly you're swimming.
That's okay. You've got water breathing spells. We're good.
Right. So
I guess you could sleep underwater, right?
I got a Polish pack.
That might be hard to do, though. I'm going to have to ask you to roll a possibility on that one.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But if we want to move out, that's cool too. I don't care.
I don't care either. I just was trying to. And Holly, when you're ready to roll for your...
So here they are trying to figure out what to do. The Untamed Turtles.
When I roll the what?
You need a turtle filter.
Excuse me, your mutations. What kind of mutant are you going to be? Are you going to be a mutant animal or a mutant human?
I really don't know. I want to.
Just go for it.
The thing was, the dragon one could not work because I couldn't choose between the dragon, the mixed, or the plant one itself. So I'm going back to my original idea of Dr. Fleur, and I got a few good rolls. So I think I'm just gonna go with Dr. Fleur. I got like.
Okay, so you're a human mutant, is what you need.
I'm a plant. Yeah, I'm a plant.
You're not a plant. Yeah, okay, you're a human mutant. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Yeah, we don't. I don't do plants just because they're hard to play.
What do you mean by that?
I'll allow you to be an animal, because plants, if you don't have some way of moving, then they have to put you in a pot and drag you around. It goes on and on.
Well, you could really put her in this cool office chair and drag her around.
Oh.
Or put her in a motorcycle sidecar.
Well, you didn't say that in the Discord. I just saw the doc and I looked at it. I'm like, okay, I have a few ideas for character types, but I'm gonna see what I roll and see which one fits the best. And
Well,
the dragon
said,
one didn't go as planned.
Well, we can do that when you get started next week, or whatever. We'll do that.
Because I got a few good things like regeneration, tentacles, and compostite. I don't know. You're made of multiple beans. I thought that might be pretty cool. Plus, it comes with a lot of extra
All right.
bonuses.
I don't know enough about Encounter Plus to do this on the fly. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. So, you going to spend another night here?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Actually, I think we're just going to spend 24 hours. That way we get everything. We're just going to do an extra long rest. 4 of them combined.
We're gonna do another long rest right now.
All right. Let's do another one long rest here. Who's going to watch? Keep watch.
I'll take the first watch again.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
8 plus 3, 11.
11. All right. So your watch
I'm
goes
sorry,
without
12.
12. Okay. Yep. Your watch goes without any event. Nothing special happens during it, and you continue
You
on.
still haven't. There we go. Now you can read it. Wait a minute. Where's that? I know it says it here.
What are you doing?
Well, I was just trying to get my little thing to come up. There it is.
Story of my life.
What, what is it? I don't understand. Oh, with a tween on my ass. Okay. I see it.
Yep. I like your halo, Greg.
All right. Who's doing the next shift?
And we'll do it again.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
23.
Wow. You
23.
perceive stuff.
All right. You can hear the sounds of something clomping around outside again.
It's not Hal going out and taking a poo, is it?
As you sit there and you kind of listen, you hear,
Yeah.
Oh god, he's back again.
and you kind of sit there and you wait. You don't hear anything. Off in the distance, you can hear other creatures. You can see slowly something stepping back into the cave again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it comes straight. I mean, did you move the hut? Did you move it to a different location?
We talked about, we didn't say we did, so no.
So I assume not. It walks straight up to the prior location.
Mhm.
Kind of at it. Hits it, walks around,
Hey, Golden.
kind of taps it with, hey, Golden. Taps,
Hey.
you can see its foot, and it's great big, like this big mound foot with this huge claw on the end of it. And drags it across the top. And then you watch as it spends the next, it continues going around and pecking at the edges of it. Peck.
Have I recharged
Stops.
any of my electric ability?
No.
Okay, so I got nothing. Tank's empty. Okay.
Yep. Comes around to the other side and it basically makes a full circle of it and pecks on everything.
So it's a little pecker.
Kind of keeps pecking on it. It stops, stands back, kind of like gives a roar, and you watch. You hear suddenly as a second one steps into the doorway, and they look. They're kind of pointing at each other, and they're going back and forth. And they both start going around, kind of scoping it out. As you watch, and you see a third one at the door.
Okay.
And they spend the next like 20 to 30 minutes just pecking around at each other. Finally one of them goes, and the other ones immediately attention and head and start walking back out, and it slowly walks out too, kind of keeping an eye on it, and goes back out and leaves.
Cool.
And that's the end.
Cool.
And so that's go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
We have a book.
No,
about
not a d20,
dinosaurs,
d20,
right?
not a d20. Hold on, not you
Sure.
either. This time it's going to be number 2, 1, 2. John, roll a d100 for me.
Oh, okay.
We
I
have
have
a
to
book
dig
about
those
the
out. I haven't
monsters,
even-
right?
You have Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Yeah. If I don't know if Tim saw it for sure. I mean, if he could see it, it came up real close. I was just
33.
thinking.
33. The rain continues at its current pace. Neither changes nor another. It's just a constant rain, just like you're getting tired of it. You think you're living in Seattle. This rain
All right.
continues.
Well, I think we gotta go, guys. We gotta move.
All right.
At least we got less exhaustion.
Level
That's
2
all
exhaustion, everybody.
Yep,
All
that's
right,
what-
everybody's up, down one. As the day begins, the light filters back into the cave. What do you want to do?
How's Achilles looking? Has he hardened up over time?
At this point, Achilles has, and the thing is, when you bring Achilles out, Achilles doesn't look quite right. You notice that Achilles, first off, he's got like these streaks of blue
What?
that are in him. He's roughly the size of the backpack of your backpack, but he has like almost in the shape of the bluish flames, almost like he was tattooed with these bluish flames on him, as he has
Oh, that's
these
so cool.
these markings on him in different areas, kind of giving him a almost a two-tone appearance. Yeah,
That's
visually
awesome.
his shell is hard, and he as he kind of climbs down, and you've been kind of he hasn't said anything, but immediately he starts like going. He starts. Let's see here.
Oh, I completely forgot the training things during the night. Crap. Suppose now would have been a good time.
So, you attempt to kind of. He gets down and you kind of attempt to talk to him, and he kind of makes some things. So you can tell that he doesn't. His head, where the ant keg was very much had these like.
Jaw things.
Let me get a picture so I can describe it accurately. Yeah,
The
had
crest.
these long,
Oh.
long kind of pinchers
Mandibles.
that he had. What are they?
Mandibles.
Mandibles.
Yes, thank you. Mandibles. That he no longer has those. In fact, his head, it's like you can see like the pieces where they were. You can also see where they end with like a little blue marks on them. And now his head is much more angular and is forehead is flat, and his
What the heck?
his
It looks like a bird.
instead of having like eyes per se the way the Ankeg would normally, he's got these like blue lines that kind of almost like cut on the sides of his head, as his head is more like a box.
That's so
fact,
weird. What the
That's
heck?
It kind of, I mean, if
is his eyes like combined into one? Like they have 4 eyes. They have 2 small ones in the front and then 2 side ones. So they
If
both
you were-
just like
yeah, if you were to look
Oh,
at it, and I'm
jeez.
going to do maps in Hannah, his eyes kind of, his head kind of now resembles this shape. With instead of red for his eyes, he has these blue markings instead of red.
Ooh.
ooh, oh my gosh, it's a mutant.
Damn.
And
Not so cuddly anymore, is it?
The tiefling. Fry it.
I'm excited.
so and its head goes far back with the aw line. So where he wants his prior moating shell that and look was very Ankeg like this time is his mixture of brownish and bluish tattoo kind of mix, kind of almost like a random spray paint with flames on it, if you will. The shell is very smooth. There's not bumps all over it. It's a smooth shell, and you can see in the back of the back of his area where normally you'd have a long back part. You can see just very small formations that look like little clip on the back, but you're not really quite sure. There's small 2 little bumps on the back, and his things go his legs where they were once based on the Ankeg you'd seen before.
The hooks.
Now they're much longer with longer tip hooks and goes in.
Yo. That's so cool.
We still
That's
love him,
awesome. I love him. He's so beautiful. He's so pretty.
So you would you think that maybe maybe whatever that blue fire was, and actually Tim, at this point you realize based on your conversation and stuff and your knowledge of the spell plague is that what you were seeing in there with these blue motes of flame were actually remnants of the spell plague twisted magic. And you can surmise at this point that magic has twisted Winky Jr.'s form. And so you're not quite sure what Winky is or will become at this point.
He's a witch. Burn
But
it.
he definitely does not look like a Ankeg anymore.
Okay.
As long as he's still nice and sweet.
I still love him.
I don't
Is there
know.
anything you want to do with him?
I know I didn't. Did I teach him the last 2 nights? Because I know we were supposed to be doing that, but then we had the trials.
No, you haven't. You can try. You
Yeah.
can try to go ahead and teach him. Go ahead and
Sure.
go ahead and do
Jake,
your
you know
animal
how to do this?
handling check.
I'm
Oh, Tim has something.
And in the middle of all this, I rolled new portents because I have to 8 and 18.
Oh, okay. 8 and 18. Got it.
And how long over the fire per pound would Winky be before he's like?
He is probably about right now. Probably
A
about
thick
50
boy.
pounds.
50 pounds. So by the time you put him on a spit and roast him for a while, he'd be
Hey!
party. Would be good.
All right, I rolled an 18.
18. All right. So, as you start your initial training with Winky to what are you trying to train him? Let's just
Last
go over
time-
what was his known words?
His known words were, I had them written down in the book, and the book is not here. But
right.
if I recall,
I think it
there
was
was we were learning to hide,
hide
to
and protect.
come, his name and like my name, sort of ideas.
tap dance,
Um,
merengue.
I believe that was so far what we had.
All right. So as you do the hide, he responds immediately and hides. And you do your I forget what the other one was, protect or what, I forget what it was. You've got to find that because I'm not keeping track of this. So you need to put it on
Yes.
your character sheet, write it
I know,
down or
I know.
something.
I have.
So you find you the thing
Train
is,
him, don't eat us.
what are you working on at this point to train him?
Last time was
That was
hide,
for
but
him, not
if I had to
food.
choose something new right now, it would be to learn the word attack.
All right. So as you and how are you doing this? Describe how you're teaching him attack.
Let's
Start with
see.
fetch.
You get Tim.
Yeah, I get to. I would take, let's say, let's use like a
Just
piece
point
of
at
grass or
Tim, say
something.
attack.
Just
Let's get a piece of
Steel
grass.
dagger.
On, guys.
Oh yeah, there you
Put it
go.
on.
The word for
Steel
attack is rock. Rock is the word for attack.
Get like a piece of grass or something, like a big like uproot something he can like
You
attack.
get a
you know?
rock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Get a rock. Okay.
Think like an attack, like a dummy, you know?
Yeah, I would make this sound and then proceed to beat the crap out of the rock.
All right.
Yeah, beat the crap out of rock. Good plan.
Stop it.
That's
All
what
right,
Being
go ahead.
serious right now.
going on with
All right.
it.
So go ahead and roll an animal handling check for me.
Again? Okay.
Yep. Because the other one was just going over what you've done before.
Oh yes, review. Let's see, 17, 18, 19.
All right. You kind of show it, and he kind of watches you. And then you repeat the sound, and he kind of like steps over there, and he starts like hitting it with its paws, and then kind of looks back
Amazing.
at you, and you're like,
Yeah.
Right. and then you repeat
Good,
this like
Mikey,
3 or
good.
more different times as it continues, as you escalate your violence upon the object. He does it as well.
Violence, that's why we're here.
So he kind of learns the attack. Okay, good. I think you have the attack roll now as part of his
Amazing.
thing.
Woof, woof.
All
Anyway,
right.
sorry for taking up your time, guys. Go ahead.
No. This is part of it. And you hear him say, kind of makes a sound. And he's hungry and he wants food.
Tim,
Eat it.
feed him, Tim. Point at Tim and attack.
What? You did what?
No.
Tell him
no.
to attack me, please.
Sure.
How
I'll
many hit
give him
points
a
does he
reward.
have?
Probably like 2. I'll give him a reward. Here's some food rations that we have. It's mine, but it's okay.
right.
I'm okay with
All right.
starving.
All right. He gladly takes them and starts eating on them, chewing on them.
Brilliant.
Feeding. Okay. Very good. All right. Did we go ahead and so where are we at now? Did we do the nights? So we're done. We're at the next day, and you guys have taken another level of exhaustion off, right?
Yep.
Is that where we're at?
We are down to level 2.
And did we roll the weather check?
We did not.
Yes, we did.
Weather channel?
Not for the second day. Did it for the first day, not the second day.
I checked my iPhone, it's all good.
Okay, so I want Rock, roll a D100.
Yes,
Rock
sir.
and roll.
D100.
And you notice that the water level has risen about another 5 feet in the cave.
Time to get out of here.
What does 0 mean?
0 means 0. Roll it. What'd you roll?
The
The-
D100, the one that with like the 10, 20, 30, 40. That thing?
All right, 10, 20, 30, 40. And you got 0, 0?
Yeah.
All right, that's 100.
Does that mean a flash flood?
No. What that means is that as you watch the rain begins to recede
In
back.
Africa.
Whoop whoop whoop.
And
That's what I'm talking about.
let's see.
Rain, rain, go away.
As the rain fades off and the sounds of the jungle let me get, I'm sorry, I don't have this already done. So the regular sounds of jungle proceeds in the humidity is high, obviously 99.999999999%
simple bare necessity.
Louisiana.
as the water, the rain has stopped.
Amazing.
And you now proceed to do whatever you want to do. What you want to do on your new day.
We're gonna grab our little stone. We're gonna find out which
Do it
way.
again. Do it again.
All right. Who's gonna carry the stone?
I'll carry the stone.
All right. You carry the stone, and you go ahead and grab the stone. You take it in your hand, and you start to do a 360 with it. And when you get to a certain direction, which is probably about, let's see, I gotta pull up the map, but it's in a direction. I won't give you the exact.
It's in a direction.
You can feel the warmth of the stone, and it's like you're pointing kind of like not at the cave exit, but kind of south of the cave exit. Looks like
Okay.
the direction you would go.
All right. Well, let's get outside the cave and then let's go south.
All right, why don't you guys give me a
Guys,
marching
don't want to
order?
get rid of all our exhaustion. Our speed's still half.
yeah.
Level 2.
Who's you guys have lost 2 levels of exhaustion, so you're both at level 2 exhaustion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I say we get all the way back. More better.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, you tell me. Look, if you're
Say
going to
again?
leave the cave and go out, or if you're going to stay in there, or what?
Oh, I like the cave.
Fair enough. I don't care. I'm trying to get.
I'll follow behind the leader.
I think we can go ahead and go for a day's walk and take it easy and camp in the woods.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. We need to
That's
start.
Right.
moving.
Because we're still not going to, hopefully we won't exert ourselves home.
Remember, we can only travel half as far.
I know.
Well, but half a far is better than not no far at all.
I mean, it's a wash either way.
Brilliant.
Tell me what you want to do.
I'm good. They want to go, let's go.
All right,
They leave me
Yeah,
alone.
we're going.
we're
We're
leave
gonna
the
go
cave
and we're gonna
and
walk
there
for a
goes-
day or something.
All right,
there
give me a
goes-
marching order.
I'll lead out.
I'm
I'm
right
set
behind.
So Lego, then Rock. Is that? Did I
Yeah,
hear that? Or
that's
what?
good. That's good.
Rock,
I'll take up the rear then.
then Tim, then
Hal.
Halifax.
all right.
Halifax.
Okay, so as you leave to exit the cave, the light kind of shines. It's been a little bit dark in the cave, not extremely dark, but it's a bit of dark in the cave, and the forest is a bit. You have a bit of a clearing before the cave entrance. It's vegetation is low. But not too high as there's more tree lines and dark and bushes and stuff kind of further past the exit of the cave. The minute you step out of the cave, Lego, you hear a sound,
The little buddies.
and right on the side of you, as you turn to your right, you see this large blur of a creature, mouth open, coming right at you, to launch right at you. and it tries to attack you. It looks to be like one of the creatures that you had seen visiting you in the night.
Been standing out there for 3
7.
days. 7?
7 plus. It's not gonna. Let's get this going. Let's. I need to do something here. I don't have a good thing here for that. I'm sorry. I'm not set up for this. But basically, you guys are going to be rolling initiative, so get ready to do it.
It's okay. Take your time.
19. Not bad. Initiative plus 4. 23.
Let me get this set up here. I've got it.
Turtle initiative.
Counters.
8 o'clock.
Here we go. We're gonna run this one. Right. Okay, so Legolas, what'd you roll?
23.
23. Tim, what'd you roll?
5.
5. Hal, what'd you roll?
I don't know. It didn't pop up. Let's see. 12.
12. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I should look over. Brock, what'd you roll?
That's okay.
21.
21. Fox is not in here, neither is Kirby, so I don't know why. I wish you could just like click to keep them out, but it doesn't do that.
Just write them as ones or something.
So, and then I need to do, where's my personal music? Where's my music at? Oh, man, what am There you go.
Hey, that's it from Star Trek, you know.
Yeah.
No, just get ready to say you weren't
Really?
sober. There you go.
That is? I didn't sound like it at all.
Oh yeah, you got to do it. You got to watch the original Star Trek.
I have. I've watched. Oh wait, you mean like the before all the actual
TNG.
Star Treks?
No,
Not with Kirk and Spock.
TOS.
No.
The original.
Oh,
Kirk and
I
Spock.
watched TOS. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently we all know it, so you must be wrong.
Wow.
Because we're old.
All
we
right.
know
But I remember. I watched TOS. I watched it. No.
that.
No?
Shut up, Tim. I watched it sooner than you guys. I mean, like, fuck. I watched
There's
it.
no way you watched it sooner than
I watched it. What is the word? I watched it recently. There. That is the word I was looking for. Thanks, guys, for helping me instead of making fun of me. I feel very appreciated here.
Hey, no problem.
I'm with you, Rob.
It doesn't have it, so I actually did 7 and what's it got? And that's 4, so 7. 11 doesn't hit, right?
No.
But 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 hits, right?
Yes.
All right. So as this creature launches forward at you, it tries to bite at you. You catch it right off. You're just like totally reaction. You take your arm, you slam the side of its jaw and push away its head. It's like you're hitting this part of a brick wall. You can feel your arm kind of go half numb as you knock it to the side as its smaller arms, which have these huge claws on it, kind of catches into you and breaks down your side. You're gonna take let's see, 6. You'll take 7 points of slashing damage as this creature barrels into you. I want you to make a let's see, a strength saving throw. DC 15.
DC 15.
Yeah, you got to get 15.
Oh, yeah,
or
saving
better.
throw. Well, my raw is 15. My strength gives me
All
plus
right.
3.
It slams into you, trying to knock you prone, but you're able to catch the side of the wall. You bounce off the back of the wall and kind of keep yourself upright as it's right there in your face.
My turn.
Now we're going to go into, we got initiative order now, and Legolas, it is your turn.
Hit him.
Well, let's see. I got what do I need? I got a 15, a 13, and a 19.
What? I don't understand all three of those. How do you get three
Well,
different
I
values?
got
a 5,
three
a
attacks.
7, a...
Okay. All right.
I get 3 attacks, 2 with my right hand, 1 with my left. I got actually I get plus. I haven't got there yet. I get plus 7 and plus 8. So let's try it again. I've got a 17 plus 9 is a 26. A 13 plus 8 is 21, and a 15 plus 8 is a 23. So did I hit with those or not?
Let me find out real quick here. Sorry.
If it's got an armor class higher than that, I'm in trouble.
No, it doesn't. I just need to get the right one up here. Why is it? Why is it not showing the right one? God damn it. I think I have to go into, all right, here it is. I gotta go into here. Not the ones I created, the ones that are in my collection. Here it is. And that's why it's kind of frustrating. Here it is. All right, got it. And I just need your stupid picture. Open image in new tab. Search go. No, I want to open this in. I can't. All right, fine. I'll just keep this up right over here then. All right. So anything that is a 15 or above hits.
Okay, I got above 15 on all 3 dice rolls. So my weakest roll was 13, but it's plus 7. So
Okay.
all right,
Got
so I did I did 11 points of damage plus 14. That's my strength bonus on 4 attacks. So I did 25 plus I'm a Colossus Slayer.
Plus
But
the Colossus.
There's no damage. You haven't damaged them before, right?
No, but
This
I got
is the
3
first time.
That's true. That's true. So it's just that's true. It's 27 points of damage.
We keep
All right.
we keep making him think he has Colossus Slayer when he does this.
No, I've got it pretty much all the time. But
Plus Colossus.
All right. As you are knocked against the wall, you're pulling out. Tell me your 3 attacks. What are they?
2 swords or two scimitars and a silvered sword.
Got 3 hands.
How are you holding 3 swords?
I don't hold 3 swords. I get 2 attacks with my right hand because I'm a 5th level fighter, or
Okay.
4th level, and I get 1 attack with my left hand because
He's
I'm
a
a middle
mutant.
fighter.
Yeah, he rolled on Gamma World for an extra arm.
All
Can't you
right.
tell?
All right. So that's
Bam, bam,
okay.
bam.
All right.
Each,
So
each
boom,
round,
boom, boom.
bam, bam, bam.
Okay, I got you. All right, you come in, you pull out your swords, you just bring it across this creature's side as you cut deep in with 3 different attacks. You can hear it cry out in pain.
That's like a knife.
And you just like slice as you see large gashes cut into this creature. Blood is pouring out of it. I need to, let me adjust these volume levels here. I need you down a little bit. All right, and I need you up a little bit. Can't adjust you. And you just like cut the shit out of it. And it like backs up a little bit as it takes these hits and kind of backs up. Okay, that's your turn. Unless you have anything else you want to do or move or anything. The cave entrance that you're walking out of is roughly about 10 feet wide.
I will back towards the cave entrance.
You're back into everybody, because you kind of everybody's kind of like walking behind you. So I assume there's roughly 5 feet in between both of you. So if you back up, you're going to slam into the person behind you, but you kind of push in back if you want. I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying this is.
I'm backing up. If Rock doesn't see me backing up, that's his problem at this point.
Roll for intelligence.
All right, so there we go. So that's your turn. Next up is Rock. Rock, you're second in line. And
he just backed up into me.
He just backed right into your space. What do you want to do?
Push him over, just as you do. No, I'm just kidding.
You kind of got. Okay, try to move to the side of him, because it's kind of, you got a little bit room
actually,
that you get side by side.
I can easily lean. I'll get my crossbow out and I'll lean over his shoulder and just, shoot him. We'll do a different one.
I'm gonna have you, because this is kind of like in 6 seconds. He backs up into you, you pull it out, you try to shoot. It's a little bit of a challenging situation with him knocking into you. So I'm gonna say your attack is with disadvantage. So go ahead and make
what are you
your attack.
straining on? You're straining on something there.
Well, I was trying to get my
All right.
stuff.
The camera?
leaning right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, camera leaning.
All right. Let's see. Does 15 hit?
Yes.
15 hits. Which one are you
Yes,
attacking?
sir.
Because right now you can kind of see. You just really see one. So there's only one that you're going to attack.
Oh, is he
At this
not dead
point.
yet? What the heck?
Nope.
All right, then I'll go for him.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see. 8 plus 5. That's like 13.
13.
That's a
13
good
points of damage. All right, as your crossbow goes out, sinks right into the gullet of this creature that's already blood. It just like pierces into the side of his neck, and you can hear it yell out in pain as you're doing this, and it kind of like tumbles side to side, and then finally just like collapses down in front.
Sorry for stealing
in
your
front of
kill,
you.
Lego.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
You can hear in the distance. And that's your turn. Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna stay behind Lego.
Good idea.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. So right now, the rest of you are kind of like in the cave, back in the cave somewhat. Hal, it's your turn.
Okay, there's still one there.
There's
Not anymore.
roll a perception check.
$18.
Okay, so you don't visibly see any others, but you can kind of catch for a split second some rocks falling off the kind of the top area of the cave entrance.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move up to the front lines.
All right, you can do
And,
that. You can definitely get to the front. You want to step on out?
Nope, staying within line with everybody else.
All right.
Be in the front of the line.
All right.
You know, Tim, this will be a really good time
Tim,
for a fireball.
your turn.
Well,
It's your
the
turn,
problem with
Tim.
Fireball is you're right on top of what's attacking you.
Well, no, I'm saying to shoot it out of the cave about whatever the maximum effective range is and then have a burst.
That's 120 feet. And the cave's
You're up,
like
Tim.
90 feet deep. So it'd be 30 feet past it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, but I've got one on Lego, right?
There are none that you see. You see one dead in front of the cave.
Okay.
You see no more.
I'd really go. Well, I really don't want to waste the spell if I don't see anything. So I guess I will just move up and.
You kind of, right now, the entrance is kind of has Hal, Lego, and Rock in front of you.
How wide is the entrance total of the cave?
It's 10 feet wide. So right now
Okay.
they're kind of taking up the full entrance way. So if you want to get past them,
No,
That's okay.
you got a problem. You can't really get past them unless you like
and I'm not
knock
really-
them down.
No, I'm cool. I'll stay back.
Okay.
All right. I will just ready a spell and move up with the rest of them.
I suggest we move back into the cave and let them come to us.
Go with that too.
All right, Legolas, it's your turn.
Come on out, you chicken shits. Don't like a little. Yeah, I'm talking to you, you chicken shit. Well, let's all right, I reached over towards the front of the cave entrance, throw my cloak out and back in.
You throw your cloak out. All right. Your cloak kind of floats out, catches the wind a little bit, floats a little, lands in the mud.
Bummer.
Oh, no, you have to wash it.
Imagine.
These things aren't stupid. So, what can I do? Not a lot, probably.
Well, we can all check our turn and see what they do.
Yeah, how about we throw Tim out there and he can use his reaction to get back in if he needs to. Sounds like a brilliant idea.
Tim will grab the creature off the back of Rock and chuck it out.
No!
Well, I'm in the back anyway. I can't do anything. You guys got to figure it out. You got me blocked. You figure out what you want to do.
Okay, I guess I should say whose turn it is because you kind of got like a little bit. Okay, Rock, what do you want to do?
It's my turn already? I thought it was Lego.
Well,
Oh.
he threw his cape out in hopes
Amazing.
of tricking
Drawing
the
them
creatures, but they didn't fall for that.
All right. How about
How?
gosh. So they have a leader, right? I noticed there was one that like kind of led a bit, right? There's a leader. I have his voice. Can I mimic him to get in here?
I
I don't. Maybe they might. I don't think they're kind of smart, but like
don't know
can
that you
try.
know. I mean, you
I know Tim knows, but I don't, or John knows, but I don't know if I know. Should I roll?
roll a
Percentile? 50-50?
roll a performance check with disadvantage because you're just going to do a random sound that you don't really understand.
Performance check with disadvantage.
That's my baby.
All right. It's actually not that bad. And Let's see. What's my performance? That was a 12 plus performance 2. Does a 14.
14. Okay.
Actually, let me
And
check. I think since I've updated my performance, maybe it's different on the sheet. I just want to make sure. But go ahead.
All right. So you kind of make a sound,
Mm-hmm.
and you wait and you listen and you kind of hear.
Oh.
But you don't see any action, any reaction in the
How
cave
far
entrance.
did that distance sound? Did it sound very close, or were they still out very far?
It
like,
sounds
was it
close.
to the entrance?
Sounds
All right,
close.
Tim, you had that attack prepared. You said you should like blast. You should
Or,
turn and blast them. Turn in, go out there, and just blast them.
Hal, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, nothing's really happening. I'm going to stand ready at the entrance still, and stand ready to attack.
You're
Something
kind of
comes
backed.
within my
You're
range,
backed
I'm
away a
attacking.
little. You're backed away a little bit from the entrance because you're with Legolas and he backed up. So you guys are kind of like, you're not like standing at the edge of the cave and the forest. You're kind of back about 5 feet, kind of back in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to still
Just so you
stand
know.
ready.
All right, stand
Stand
ready.
ready to attack. You know.
Tim, you want to do anything?
Well, I think
Get in
somebody,
there and
can do that,
blast them.
but I'm stuck in the back, so I'm not sure what I can do.
You can make
I
your
mean,
way
nothing
around, and
happens
you can
this
get
round,
in
I'll
there
move
and
forward,
blast
you know?
them.
I will just hang back and ready my stuff. 'cause I
Tim,
can't do it.
come
Well,
on.
What am I gonna do? I can't get
I'm
back.
gonna. All right,
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
get rock
I'm
in the
gonna
butt.
Leap
put
out,
it on the
leap back
cave.
into the cave. Bitches, try that.
You're gonna leap out.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
Tim's gonna kick rock in the butt.
Wow.
What? No.
Well, I can't get
All right.
past him, so,
So-
if I do something.
As you leap out into the cave, out in front of the cave,
Who's leaping out?
all
I am.
no, Legolas. All of a sudden you hear, and all of a sudden 3 shadows, creatures come immediately leaping down on top of you. Let's see. We've got a. This is the first volley.
But I said I leaped immediately back into the cave. I did not wait. They did not
All right.
get.
So
Yeah,
they.
they're just a little faster.
Do you understand how to hold a reaction? You hold an action until somebody does something, then you get an immediate effect.
Right.
They were
They still
holding.
have gravity
That's-
on their side.
they-
I went boom, boom.
You're not a ping. You're not a rubber ball, John. You gotta jump, land, get some momentum, try to jump back
Boing.
before they do it. So, unfortunately for you, they all. So that's one. And what is this one? This is going to be. It's going to be 3 of you guys. So you are actually dead. Let me do.
I'm dead.
You. No.
Oh, somebody's actually dead.
That's quick.
Okay,
I
4.
thought the battle would go longer than that.
Eh,
John,
it's
what's your
understandable
AC?
when you have a wizard on your team.
16.
16. Okay, so that one does. No and no. So I'll both give a second because they have that. That one does, and that one doesn't. And okay, so 2 of them slam into you, John, with their mouths just immediately try to bite you. You're gonna take, actually, because there's 2.
How close is John to me?
Oh shit.
Not good.
8, 9. That's,
There we go. With the DM says, "Oh shit."
You're going to take 24 points of piercing damage as they bite and chew into you. I want you to make a Strength saving throw with disadvantage.
Natural 20.
Nice.
How close is John to me at this point? Remember, I moved by John.
He
16.
jumped out.
Okay.
16.
16. What is there? So they're going to have that. And it's going to be there. Ooh, they're not good. So you actually have a chance here. That one doesn't. That one.
Oh, you actually have a chance.
Oh, that one doesn't though. Shit. All right. So you're able to they both land and chomp, bite the shit out of you as you these creatures are chewing it and trying to attack you. One of the foot comes down, you roll to the side, you avoid it, but the other one catches you and keeps you pinned down in a prone position underneath him.
But I didn't get into a prone position. You said that I made my
You were
saving
knocked. Okay, I know, but your saving throw versus theirs, you did make it. So you're now caught underneath one of the creatures.
throw. Okay.
In
Well,
a prone position.
At least they can see me now. At least they can see him.
Let's see.
The rest of us need to retreat back into the cave.
This one.
Otherwise,
So let's see. How many could surround you in this area? If this is a wide open, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. A fourth one comes up,
Hit him
And
with a
immediately-
fireball, Tim.
X down.
I'll take the damage.
He has advantage on
that'd be
you,
my turn.
so he does do that.
That's your
He has advantage because his pack tactics. He gets a +4, which will hit you at a 19.
I don't think I'm going to have to worry about you.
And
No,
you're
not
going
worry
to
about me at
take
all.
5 + 4, 9 more points of piercing damage as this next one comes in and catches you with it under its and bites down on your leg.
Ah, if only it
Okay.
was Tim's leg, that wouldn't
So
work at all.
That's
Tim's
4
leg's magic, but we're not gonna
of
say which one.
those.
Yeah, that's
1,
what I'm
2,
saying.
3,
If it was
4.
that leg, then it'd be no effect.
Oh, are you cuddling your girl, Greg?
She's looking at you guys.
Oh, poor thing.
She's come out here and checked on me twice now. Like, why are we not going to bed?
All right,
She's getting
Legolas,
trained.
it's actually now your turn.
I'll attack.
All right, so what you're on the ground. So if you're going to attack, you do.
Well, wait a minute. If I'm on the ground and I got a whole big old critter standing on top of me, that's easy hits.
No, it's not. You're with disadvantage if you're going to attack, or if you're going to try to get up first before you attack.
No, I ain't going to even waste time. I'm going for it.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
So
I got
disadvantage
a
on those
10 and a
rolls.
14 plus 7. That makes a 17 for one attack.
10 plus 7, 17. Okay.
No, 10 and a 14 plus 7. That's 17 to hit for one
Right.
attack.
All right.
And I got a miss.
Okay.
And then I got a natural 20 and a 14 for my second roll, which is plus 7. That's 21.
So the second one would hit.
Okay, so
So you have 2 hits.
which I do 9 points of damage plus 5 and 5. So I do 19 points of damage to that critter.
19 points of damage. All right, John. As this thing has you pinned out, you just like you pull. You have your sword. You still have your hands free enough. It's biting down on your leg, and you just like cut, slash right along its side. Big gashes of cuts into this creature as it hisses in pain as you're cutting into it. All right, nice. So good damage on that one. It is now Rock's turn.
Rock, get him.
Rock, you do have line of sight into it now. You see that there's Legolas is surrounded pretty much by 4 different creatures, all attacking and biting on him.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do then.
What are you gonna do?
We don't know what you're gonna do.
Should I intimidate or should I attack
I'd
You
one?
can't intimidate them.
If I
rapper.
intimidate them enough, they would get scared. And
I
it would all
think,
go
I think
away.
you better attack if you want to save me.
That's
Can't
fine.
scare a
It's-
rapper.
Well, what you do know at this point is you don't know what the meaning of the sounds are. So you don't know if you're saying attack any more than you're saying run away.
Hmm. Interesting. All right.
You could be telling
Then-
them to double down on their attack as much as you could be telling them to
soup.
take a poop or
All right. Then I will.
have mating rituals or something. They could mate on John.
Thanks for the idea. Thanks for the idea. Okay, I'll attack. Is it disadvantage?
I'm gonna have to
I rolled a
pull-
natural 1, so I guess it is.
You hold on.
not
No, you're not.
disadvantage, just means
It's
you
not
missed.
disadvantage. But you did. I want you to. You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.